right, now here, catch this ride, please.
Hey guys, welcome to the 2017 JetSki Conversion World Final. Please, very average, beautiful day. Low winds today, about 20%. More great racing, and we're moving into the motos this afternoon.
Stay tuned right here as we watch it live. Such
World, we're bringing you all that action. I'm Dawn, along with Mike
and Dave Arnold.
Well, thanks, Dawn. It's time for the amateur red lights. Moto #1. And here we go.
and there they win.
Yeah.
That's okay, no worries.
Oh, I see red people.
Premature acceleration.
That's right, Don. Time to restack. Oh, we're going to refile. What they say, the second time is the charm. Once again, amateur rec lights, Moto #1. We get this rundown here. Yuki Francois addresses Belgium, right over the BJ, JSU, and Robbie Depp, 26, Steve Japan, driver number 9. On number 45 is going to be Supertech, coming to us from Thailand on the 45 and Unicraft Maxwell. Driving number 300 from the Mohammed Farazi coming to us from Indonesia. That's Jakarta. And 14, it's going to be Dennis Vandertugen out of Belgium. On the C13, it's going to be Sydney Kostasinski coming to us from, as I said earlier, Buffalo, Ontario, Buffalo, New York. The joke, the Canadians left. And the 221, Derek Stryker, coming to us from Salem, Oregon, on that Riva Hydroflight LED graphics machine. And running on the field, the 51, Wilson Aiken, coming to us from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, on the body line, Swim and Sean. The second time, the charm. They're going to rewrap, they're going to restack, and they've been penalized. It looks like it's more Yates and it's Denmark. Got her hand in her head.
Looks like we have got things at night. Did you see it coming too?
Yes, I did, Maddie.
Too thick.
Yeah, she let me out. Got her hand on her head there. Now, people are going to see that. That means hands on the right, lanyards out. You're going to take it down, put the lanyard in, get started, and go. But you can't do that until that man stacks. All right, Simon's giving the high sign. We're good.
I think what they're trying to indicate is that they need the lanyard pulled off of Matty Jorgensen's phone.
Yeah. You're right.
What's it was, I think?
That's okay. I was trying to explain.
I just don't listen to you.
You got selective brain today.
You do. Typical, right? Don't women.
I've always been accused of that.
More than once.
Yes. Okay, we're going to see, I think Maddie's going to get a little education from Simon Denner. Time to educate. So just gotta have your hand in the air. It's all good. Look at this, Joe. Yeah, folks, you ever have an answer, ask any, need an answer, ask any of the JSPA staff. We'll be glad to help you out if we can't figure it out. We'll find somebody that will answer it. I want to thank all the folks at home for joining in JetskiNworld's broadcast of the 2017 Bludgeon JetskiNworld Finals. Amateur red lights. Rule number 1 on the line. We had a little misfire on the restart, as Don said, the premature acceleration. The penalty has been handed down. Now Williamson's got it up. There we go. It looks like it's Justin Black on the inside. Ryan on the outside. Looks like he's going to maybe get that boot. We'll get Don and her magic eyes here soon to try and help me out with some numbers. These CD Sparks, the way the front of the hole is just sort of funny angle. It's hard to see them up here in the tower. So let's see, it's a red light spark on the inside. And by clicking, it's also a spark on the outside that's black and white.
This board is like 30 years old.
Boss so down and the drinks keep coming and everybody else trying to leave with something. No relationship sign, you can throw away, but I guarantee you'll enjoy your night. Boss so down and the drinks keep coming and everybody else trying to leave with something. No relationship sign, you can throw away, but I guarantee you'll enjoy your night.
These are the 16 amateur deck lights as they make their way through this first lap. And it first they look like Zuki Francois with the horse, I'll double check that, Justin Black on that little limbo back in third. And it looks like you're seeing the leader there come through on the outside. And I will try to catch the motor on that number 2 boat for us.
Even when it feels like insanity, we're all super lifted, we're all godly gifted. Never lose your grip, let your shoulders stay shit. Better get my lower middle class walking stick. We know we can break them, we know we can break them, we know we can break them down. We know we can break them, we know we can break them, we know we can break them down.
Hey there you guys, thanks for being with us. Some of the radio silence you're hearing up here from the towers because we are actually still working on live streaming right now. Special thanks to JetskiNworld that we were trying to fine tune that audio at the moment, and that's what's happening. So it's a bit quiet up here as we're trying to work on that audio. In the crowd for being with us as we get everything ready for this live stream as we get closer and closer to the weekend. We want to make sure that you got perfect audio and visual so we can show you guys off for all your family and friends back home, and that's why I've been just really quiet up here. So trying to get some of these race numbers as well. I'll be right back in 1 second.
Gonna take it to the top and I'll bring it right back. I do it for my family, cause Folktown raised me. We're all getting lived, we're all reminiscing. All these doors let it pass, memories. When I die, I hope everyone remembers me. We know we can break them, we know we can break
Alright, real quick update for you as we continue to work on the sound up here. It is Super Tide's Fruit Rock Cool from Dion, Thailand, who got that hair shine. He's currently leading in this first moto. And it is broken to 9:51, track 0-watt. Justin Slot out of Thailand is in second place. Third, number 9. Also in the top 5, Francois Yuki in third. Third, number 38. Francois Singarai in fourth. And Super Tats, Fruit Rock Cool from Thailand, going for his second world title. Supertat leading, and it is one of his riding mates, photo 951, Trap 2-watt, Justin Slot in second place. Justin Black out of Costa Mesa, California in third. Ricky Francois up in that fourth place spot with the number 1 on the side, and then it is Nantel-watt Singarai in fifth. As we work our way back on moto number 1 again, having a few challenges this morning, just afternoon really, working on this audio for the live stream, so bear with us. If we get quiet down here, it's because we are still working on that. As soon as we get it up and going, I'll let you know. Let's make sure it sounds good. It's really distorted at the moment. We're just, we can't decide if we've got a tough connection or something happening.
Just a little bit.
All right, good. Sounds like we are getting some great progress on that. Meanwhile, it is all about Thailand. Supertat, Fruit Rock Cool on the 45 boat. Moto number 1, day 4 on Lake Havasu City. Racing right here at the World Finals. Thanks for joining us, 2017 IJSBA Blosian World Finals. First time Blosian has been a title sponsor. No stranger to coming out and hanging out with Lake Havasu, but this is the first time that they sponsor for us. There comes your top 3 riders going through that very technical section from the 4 yellow buoys.
Sorry, Don. Working on a good friend of ours, Rick, helping us out with the internet field, make us sound a little bit better, hopefully.
Good, awesome, thank you. Oh, cool.
Not a problem.
I like your mic, so I'm stealing it.
I'm going to brag. That used to be Alicia, otherwise known as Pink's microphone. That's why it sounds so good. Well, thank you. Very sweet person. So there's been, of course, Kurt Race with us out there.
You need dropping.
They took pity on me.
That's awesome. We'll see boat number 300 coming through. Actually, 2 300s out on the track today, but that gentleman is from Finland. Sponsored by Neptune Racing and P-Tech. And that is Pasi Vuorela. White flag is out for our 2 Thai riders that have been working the lead. No change on the first place spot. That's still boat number 45, Supatet Phu Rakul, who has had a pretty easy run on this first moto. Really couldn't ask for much more than that to get your own real estate on that back stretch. That is your race leader that is working his way over to the left-hand side of the track. Much different conditions that we had dealt with on Monday, and these guys were in practice with 2-foot swells out there, and it looked very rowdy. Probably would have been the perfect setup for the weekend, but instead they got dished out those kind of crazy conditions right at the beginning when they were learning this very technical track. Made it super fun for them. White flag is still going for the young man out of Thailand. And you can see this battle shaping up out of that split section, and and I could hear the heckling in the stands. That was pretty awesome.
The other one's a Dodge Ram white truck. Name on the tag is Stone.
Now, was that Sydney Zarensky that made that pass, C13? And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for boat number 45, Supatet Phu Rakul, as he takes his first moto win.
Way better. The music be just a little bit, otherwise mixed everything. For some reason, one side, I think it's the board's old. Now it's good. Oh, perfect. Perfect. You know her?
Check. Sorry about that, folks. Just trying to get our internet audio working better for the folks around the world listening at home to the JetskiNworld 2017 Collision World Finals.
I think we got it, actually.
You sounded good.
I appreciate y'all's patience very, very much. All right, we're on to Expert Ski Stock.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that.
Man, I got to tell you,
XRs, 1500s.
we got a lot of cool riders to talk about here. He's lined up on the pole position on the inside split after a great run this morning's motos. He's out of Switzerland, sponsored by his dad. Put your hands together for Alec Enderley. And then boat number 7, he is from the UAE. And sponsored by his family and his dad. That's boat number 7, Soman Alawadi.
And then you got the T777 Natawat Singari out of Thailand.
You want to do the next one?
That's right, number 9, Elias Buseman coming to us from Belgium. Then on the 142, it's Kazadeep Teravatip coming to us from Thailand, the KT JETSKI. Tiratika coming to us from Hungary on the Power Tool 379 with David Zapirian on the 508 out of Tucson, Arizona. Rider for Pro Watercraft.
Oh, that was just too much fun. Oh, good, and I'm back just in time. She's from Sweden, sponsored by Geotech, Jet Pilot. Of course, special help from her dad as well as boat number 13, Ibanelli Ortendal.
And coming to us from Buenos Aires, Argentina, rider for Ultimate Performance. To us from Brazil, running for Belosian, powered by Riva Jet Trim. Tiago Gettens. Feel free to correct us. We love to say things right because we can butcher with the best.
Tiago and Ishmael both racing this weekend. His brother out here. They were in runabout yesterday. Now they're switching holes, and a great start for Tiago. So perfect timing talking about him.
You see a little bit of jockeying after that merge buoy there. And you see a ejection button, fortunately, thrown for him.
Oh, man, that was Emanelli Ortendal, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
On the inside, Dave, it is a boat number, wait for it, 7, Salman Al-Amadi.
Coming to us from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. You know, I like their sponsors, family and dad. Very cool. Boy, I'll tell you, inside and outside. Oh, very close. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be momentum on the outside. It's not going to pay off. It's going to be the number 7. I'm sticking with that. Salim Alawadi.
It's going to be Enderley in second. So, gentlemen on the number 7 boat, your whole shot. And then Alec Enderley, and I'm still trying to get that number in third with the orange numbers, because that's easy to read.
I saw Ilyas Busum in there, I believe, in 4th. That was a black 9 in the white.
Yep.
See the 379. You talked to there's Dira Atika, and coming through the horseshoe now, riders, as our leaders make their way up to the back stretch, heading towards the left side of the track. If you pay attention, up there.
This is perfect. All right, so special thanks to Jim Flynn, by the way, up here getting some cool shots for Pro Rider. He actually hooked me up with a close-up of that boat. It's Franco Vaccari.
Yeah, it helps to have that 600 millimeter, right?
I love you. Thank you.
300, okay. Close enough.
Salman Alawadi with a beautiful
I got a minus
hole
300
shot.
in my head.
Are you talking over the top of me?
Maybe.
I couldn't resist. I'm just giving you a hard time. Salman Alawadi on the outside split after a great start from the inside.
I'll talk over the top.
We have so much fun up here. I have been very privileged to be able to announce with Dave Arnold over a decade, so please forgive us if we get a little goofy. It's been a while since we've had a chance to...
It's like a brother-sister thing.
It is. Again, Salman Alawadi, your race leader. Beautiful start for him. And then it is Alec Enderley right behind him in second. Alec, of course, finishing in the lead in the heat race, and right behind him it is Vaccari on boat number 160. And I do believe that is the gentleman you talked about, Ilyas Bulsaman.
Correct.
In 4th place.
I mean, Don, Switzerland, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Belgium, Hungary, USA, Sweden, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Morocco, Brazil. Oh my goodness, that is awesome to see.
As we look, yeah, it is. Looking a little bit further back in the 5th place spot, I got another number. It's Jose Luis Vele, Argentina, repping in the house. And then, of course, 113, Nabo Broca. And Nabo Broca from Morocco, as the holders getting a little rowdy down there on the line.
They having conversations?
Just as much excitement and passion for those guys, the holders, that do so much work for these awesome riders, and it is critical to have a good holder to help you out, specifically at a big premier event like this where you are on a world stage.
The anchors.
They really are. They're like coach, psychologist, anchors. I love that.
Well, I mean, anchor's not necessarily always something that is holding them back. It's an anchor is also something that is their I'd say they're core stone. You know, it's
no, that's well said.
They're rock.
I agree. Well said. And we've got a new leader. It is Enderly has moved up into the lead out of that split, and he had been working on Salmon.
And of course, that came down that inside-outside split, playing off again. So many passes been made there. Great having that option.
Seems like there's always a certain series of numbers that we catch every year that we see at the beginning, that win a lot, right? Yeah. 224 seems to be one of those this weekend. First it was Philip Dufad, and right now it's Alec Enderly.
The lucky numbers?
I don't know.
I play the lottery?
Just noticed the pattern. So I thought that I would point that out. All right, Salman Al-Madi.
Are you like an idiot savant?
Yes, correct.
222 toothpicks, yeah, 222.
Vaccaro with third. You making fun of me. Elias Busaman in fifth, still no change. Emanelli Ortendahl got back up pretty quick. She's going to try to round up as we see one of our favorite people walking down on the beach. Help me, if you would, welcome an amazing rider, Mr. Nacho Armadillas. Had a tough break, both figuratively and literally, earlier this year, which kept him off the racetrack. But I'm sure you remember that race number, boat number 36. He raced for that for years. Him and his dad.
Good to see him here.
Yep, some of the coolest people you ever get to hang out with. It's great to have him here at the World Finals.
As we say, more celebrity sightings.
Yeah. I saw Nicole earlier. I was actually, there she is. How you doing? And if we get the opportunity, I would really love to interview Devin, but only if is he on the line? Oh, okay, cool. If he gets a chance later to just catch up with him.
Well, the courtesy markers have come out. Halfway there, halfway home now for the expert ski stock class.
Speaking of famous people, I see Ken Waddle down there lining up on the outside, but he is almost as famous as his holder. That is Tiny.
Where's the hat, Tiny?
I'm just saying. I know. You are vertically challenged.
That would be an oxymoron between the two of you.
You might be vertically challenged, but come to the talent side of it. You aren't challenged at all. He is an awesome racer. Can't wait to see him. Back out on the track, what you are watching at the moment is Expert Ski Stock. And it truly is all about Enderly Nation right now. Gentleman from Switzerland, looking for sponsors. I'm sure his dad would love that, but his dad's been helping him out. Is Mr. Enderly down on the beach, or is he hiding? Because a lot of times they'll hide so we can't.
I heard him.
I did too.
I'm here.
It's like, don't bug me. You'll see out of the tower a blue and yellow flag. If you're new to racing, that indicates that you've got a situation forming up behind you typically, and they are coming through, and so the lapped rider will move over for those leaders so that they do not obstruct any of that momentum coming through.
At least you hope they will.
Well, most of the time they do. I mean, we've been pretty lucky. Again, your gentleman that's leading this race, and what a massive gap he started to open up. That's Alec Enderly from Switzerland. Salman Al-Awadi, who is very young. Very, very. He's a junior rider originally. I got to think he's only 13, right?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's a junior.
So, very impressive then.
Yes. Yeah. He's already got a world title. He had a world title last year. And you can hear Miss Nedra
saying junior stars. That's a product of the junior stars.
Yep. Dariatica on 379 coming through. I think he might be a lap rider. Ooh, a little bit of bumping happening just on that front double. And the gentleman that got the worst end of that would have been 508.
Yep.
David Zapirian out of Tucson, Arizona, going down ever so briefly, but little brotherly bond love happening.
So as you look now, Enderly got a good little lead there. He could be possibly seeing lap traffic here. Don't think it's going to matter.
No.
Solomon Al-Awadi and the number 7 Machine out of the United Arab Emirates.
And another victim captured over on the right-hand side. That's Victor Landoni, who also got caught. Remember, I was talking to you about that earlier, how Blake is a brilliant course designer, and he literally puts these courses out with the intention of making you pay attention to how the waves are coming in.
He wants to make you think.
He wants to make you think, and he will also cause some issues for you if you are not watching how those waves are lining up to the buoy.
That is very true. And you never know. It could change directions quite a bit, too, so you got to be ready.
Yes, sir. Wave, like just the boat traffic. Okay, again, final lap 4. Alec Enderley on boat number 24. Solomon Al-Amadi still second. And Vaccaro still third.
Yep, that's Franco Vaccaro, the 160 out of Argentina. You talked about third place there.
Yeah, it's funny because I was going through Marine Corps.
Well, I thought it was 379, but I think they
were write letters back.
So I didn't recall.
It was like the hardest thing they had to do was run 2 miles.
It did, didn't it? That was
right.
That's why I didn't.
Everybody got a medal. You know what I'm saying?
13's moved up.
Okay, so was we're figuring this out here?
Is it 13?
Yeah, it looks like boat number 13's been moving up
Which
as
one?
we were talking about the course.
What's 13?
Well, not Emma. It's
Okay,
Jose
so
Luis Valle, yeah.
There you go. There was a process elimination. Thank you, Don.
Hey, you're welcome, sir.
Take one out of the equation out of 2, and I'll figure it out.
Right?
I'm smart like a dull tool.
This one because
Oh, there's no way we're going to see these.
fun class, but also, routing class. So let's go get some.
Yeah.
Hey, Diego. I'm going to do some super quick, flash interviews with the holders and stuff if we have time. Yes. Just down there.
You know they're going to drop that flag right after.
Kelly said she's very sorry. There's some chairs right there.
Oh. Oh. Really?
Yeah. So as Dawn makes her way down, the checkered flag comes out. Alec nearly takes the win here. Coming to us from Switzerland, sponsored by DAT. Incredible ride we saw there. Then we got the 160s. A lot of other riders coming across. Solomon Al-Awadi is going to finish up that second slot. They already cruised in. Everybody else we've been waiting for.
Yep. Awesome job for those guys. I'm just going to sneak down here super fast. I'm going to have to hurry because they're going to have to go to work here pretty quickly. But give me top 3 things that make you a great holder. Ready, go. He hasn't even noticed yet. Focus. Focus is one thing.
Number 1 is focus, for sure. Did you notice I was focused? I'm like ready over here. Number 2 is being in tune with the rider and knowing when to put the boat in the water, how long to keep it out of the water, how far to put it in the water, and when to let go. Always make sure you let go.
And number 3?
Plant your feet as deep as you could to be planted into the ground.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. How to be an awesome holder in 3 quick, easy lessons. Brought to you by Mr. Sam Nemi at Broward Motorsports. And he is actually going to be holding for Ken Waddle. Dave Arnold, back to you, my friend.
Hey, this ain't Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, come on, man. Do I look like Dave? Come on.
Nope.
All right, here we go. Sports Spec, moto number 1. And time for me to put my glasses back on, get to work. Devil Deuce, Tyler Hill, our top qualifier. Look out for Tyler Hill. He's going to provide some thrills for everybody here in Lake Havasu. And Tyler going to be starting from the inside pole as we view it here from the Tower of Power. Looks like Lester was starting from the pole on the outside. And how about that? 20 riders, including an X2 out there. Holy X2-osaurus Rex. Well, you know, joining Tyler Hill out there, 201, Tommy Bonacci, Jason Lester's on 35, boat number 10, Tony Martinez, the doctor. Boat number 121X, Danny Ortega. Mr. Supak Satura on boat number 52. Number 5 is Eric Digler. Boat number 127, Tim Neff. 168, it's Bad Betty, Ninette Sanchez. Number 27, Kyle Disney. 226, June Ikoma. Boat number 71, is Jake Zier. Boat number 511, Jacob Liu. Boat number 95, Ken Waddle. 14, Keith Dill. Boat number 661, Natalia Gilano. Boat number 111, Bill Dearman. 99, Hunter Dunn. Boat number 71, Dylan Pagulski. And 222, Kelly Stone, as they get ready to come back by it. It looks like Tyler Hill. Hill, who was coming from that inside split, he will go ahead and claim that hole shot. Congratulations, Tyler Hill out of Riverside, California, riding for IPD Graphics. And what a battle we got going on for second, third place. Is that an X2 up in third? Holy smokes, did Alan Picard come out of retirement? I don't know, man. So you guys remember Alan Picard? Well, if you know Alan Picard, he was the last one to hole shot in X2, and that happened back in 1997 over at the Nautical Inn, just so you know.
Man, it is a melee down here. Boat number 52 was second place, Supak Satura, followed by boat number 121, the X2 of Danny Ortega. I just got the top three. They move so fast.
I'm telling you, you got 201 Bonacci, who did really good in qualifying, a two-time world champion here in this class. And, you know, Don, who I'm looking out for is Billy Dearman, boat number 111. They stuffed a reed on the way to turn number 1 in that qualifier. Got a chance to talk to Cliff Roy during the break, and he said they got it running. So let's see if he's going to be kicking the tires and lighting the fires out here in this one.
I'll tell you who else I want to watch out for is boat number 14, Keith Dill. You and I have seen him more than once work his way through the pack. It is Puglisi, wait, say it right.
Dylan Puglisi.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Do it one more time.
Dylan Puglisi.
He's a fourth.
Bless you. Wow, Tyler Hill, your race leader, is on the outside split as we view it here from the Blosian Tower of Power.
Man, I love being down here.
I know, it's like you're right in the mix right there, babe.
Have you noticed everybody is taller?
Hey, show them that mud flap dance. Show them that mud flap dance.
True stuff. I'm going to work on that. I still haven't perfected it.
All right, we'll get you there.
Thank you.
So here comes Hill. Hill again coming from that outside split. Don't look now. He's got company. Supak Satura. Look at Hill. Hill's doing a great job putting a lot of distance between he and second place right now. Is that 52? Yeah, that's Satura. Jake Zier up into that fourth place position. And the X2 has slid back to fifth. That's Danny Ortega out of McCall, Idaho, riding for DH Ortega Construction on that X2. For those of you folks that may be listening in on the live stream, yeah, that's right. You heard me correct. That is an X2 in fifth place.
The 99 of Hunter Dunn right behind that X2.
Again, you're watching Moto number 1. This is the sports spec class. And Dawn, as I take a look down here with this sports spec class, it is 6 laps to glory here in Moto number 1. 6 laps to glory. And for those of you folks that may be listening in at home, this is our sports spec class. We got our AmVet Ski GP Moto number 1 coming up next. That'll be followed by Junior Ski 13 to 15 lights and Pro-Am Ski lights. Those are your next 3 races. Dawn, back to you on the beach.
I just tried to talk out of my binoculars. That is not working too well.
Right. Well, just at least you're trying.
You're welcome.
Dawn, you're pretty.
I am.
You're really pretty.
Thank you. You're really awesome. Boat number 22, that is Tyler Hill still leading. Clicking our way back down on that top 10 right after the X2 of 121. It was boat number 99 that we caught, and it is Hunter Dunn, followed by boat number 35, Jason Lester. That takes you back to 8th and 9th.
Well, you know,
meanwhile, where's Dearman?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm super impressed by this kid, Tyler Hill. You know, obviously he comes from a family that races, and I know that they've been renting out boats to everybody who's been winning this morning. So the Hills providing thrills for everybody here at Lake Havasu this weekend.
Yep, and of course, Supak Satura, we've talked about him more than once at the World Finals. Definitely has several World Championships already on his shelf, but he's got company from a gentleman that's fairly new to that, and it is Jake Zier, but you can certainly tell who he is because that is a very familiar race number that Jake's riding.
Oh, yeah. And here comes Jake. Jake with a pole in the water trying to reel in Satira as they work their way around the Devil Reds. And you know, Satira also on a hill-built boat. So Hill's running 1 and 2 with Junior out in front.
Man, there's more famous people out there. Right behind Jake Zier is Tommy Bonacci in the house in 4th. Actually, he is in 5th.
Wow, here's Martinez currently running in that 5th spot. Keith Dill has worked his way up to 6th, Don. Hey, and I'd like to give a big shout out while you're down there hanging out to my good little buddy down here, Devin Farthing. Glad to see him out of the hospital. That's Talon. Okay, well, Talon's down here. Where's Dev at? Dev's right there, right behind you, Don. Hey, Don, right behind you. Why don't you talk to Dev Dog real quick? Fresh out of the hospital from Las Vegas. Got into a little altercation over there at Body Beach, and, man, we are so glad that he is okay.
So we are really, really lucky to get the chance to catch up with you as these bees circle us. So I just wanted to tell you first off, Dev, you were on everybody's mind this past week. We are so tickled that you are okay, but tell us a little bit on your side what your feelings are not being able to come out and be a part of the racing this week. I know it's got you going.
Well, I'm a little disappointed that I can't ride, but it's a lot better than it could have been because I could still be in the hospital.
Hold on one second. If you get stung by that bee, Nicole will never forgive me. All right, here you go.
I'm just happy to be able to be out here to watch the fun races. You know, even though I can't ride, I like being in the environment.
And I tell you, the thing that I heard, and it was almost immediate, is that despite the fact that you had a pretty tricky injury and they had to get you up to Vegas, the first thing that you said was that you were most disappointed, not about that, but the fact that you didn't think you were going to be able to race this year.
Yeah, that was it, because it just ruins the vacation, you know.
Does it make it even more important for you to be able to be back out on the water next year?
Yeah, because I feel like it's a learning process, and it'll make me stronger for next year.
So I have a question. I know at least one time you pulled your dad underneath the band. Did you just do that the one time, or have you pulled him underneath the band more than once now?
Just the one time, because he's not my holder anymore.
Oh, you won't let him hold you? Uh-oh.
I love it.
Not strong enough?
Yeah, I have Cat now. Cat Daddy.
Oh, he has Cat Daddy.
He's got Cat Daddy. Yeah, there you go. There's a role model.
Dev, smart man.
Yeah.
Besides, he gets too nervous, huh?
Yeah, he's more of my teacher, not my holder.
Aw, that's pretty awesome. He gives you pretty good advice?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who do you think you ride most like? Dad or who else?
Nah, I don't. I ride more like myself. I'm one of a kind, I could say.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I thought he was going to say Jeff Jacobs.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you do me a favor? Please stand and put your hands together for such a warrior.
He is okay.
He was in an ambulance in Vegas, and here he is back out here giving an interview like that. We love you. Thank you for being here, bud.
No problem.
Love you, Dev Dog. Hey, don't worry. The Surf and Turf Championships will be back next year. We'll sign you up. All right, Don, let's go back out to the track where there hasn't been too many things that have changed out there as the white flag is out, and Tyler Hill, still your race leader out there. Again, racing for the IBEW Local 47, K&N Yamaha. Dean's team, Dean Charrier, what? Imagine that, Dean Charrier spinning the wrenches on one of those boats that are leading. My goodness, well, I guess we're going to see a lot of that this weekend.
And we've got Satura still back there in second place, but I have to say we have been saying that it was Jake Zier up there in that top 5, but it's still Dylan. It was Dylan Puglisi that was running in that top 5, sir. Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
So I'm down here with Bart Seegers, Phil. What are you doing? You're trying to give me a chocolate?
Uh-oh. Is Bart feeding you something down there? Hey, don't talk with your mouth full.
I can't talk with my mouth full. Back to you, Mike. This is amazing chocolate from Belgium.
Now, what was that? The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Yeah, okay, that's the IBEW Local 47. It's the union, baby. Also racing for IPD Graphics, Wiseco, Fly Racing, ODI, Riva, and Jet Trim. White flag out and not too much time to go. Tyler Hill, top left-hand side of the track, working his way around the outside split. One final time. 71, I believe that's Puglisi. And looks like Satura has dropped back into third, and their top three, top four have all went to the outside split. Okay, so Satura is second still. Okay, we got a lapped rider in between first and second. Meanwhile, we know it's Hill out in front, and the checkered flag is coming up. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Stand up, clap, and make some noise for Sports Spec winner of Moto #1, Tyler Hill out of Riverside, California.
And we have that battle happening for second and third, but it looks like it is still going to be Satura holding on to our second place spot.
Yeah, that was Billy Dearman. I believe Billy was a lap down on your top two. Tough break there for BD. That looks like Bonacci. Was that Bonacci that worked his way all the way back to third? 201.
Yes, sir. It was Tommy Bonacci in third. I was just you saw me checking that, didn't you? You don't miss much.
My name's Mike, and I'm here to help.
Yeah, I've hung out with you a year or two. Yep, sir. It is Tommy Bonacci was back in sixth, moved his way up into third place. Not at all atypical of a gentleman that not only runs a very successful eyewear company, but he has a crossover artist as well. You'll see him in vintage class later this week.
Hey, Don, keep talking. Bart just fed me up here.
Uh-huh. Working it, and then still in your top 10, you have that 121, the gentleman aboard the X2. Danny Ortega out of McCall, Idaho. All right, well, we got a little excited with the interview for, of course, Dev, who is back out here hanging with us. And for those of you guys who were concerned with him, everything is totally okay. And we are really, really blessed to have the Farthing family back with us and hanging out this weekend. And
yep.
It is cool to have all the gang back in the same house. So we will bring you some more race action in just a second. Thank you so much for joining us. You're watching Jet Skiing World. I'm Don Dawson. That's the awesome, incomparable Mike Young up in the tower, along with Dave Arnold, bringing you all the race action for the 2017 IJSBA Blowsion World Finals.
Hey, by the way, right now we need everybody to pick up their phone. We need you to call somebody back home and let them know to go to IJSBA.com. so that they can actually see what you're doing out here. Hey, what's everybody else doing on a Thursday afternoon at 1:45? Certainly not this, my friend. All righty. Holy. Who's got the decibel meter? Right.
You are watching the Amateur JetSki GP Open as they come off of the line.
Wow, JetSki GP. Mike Dallaire, your winner in qualifying. Looks like Marshall Brown getting a late start. Tough break for the Kiwi. Nothing like the smell of race fuel in the air on a Thursday afternoon.
Man, no kidding. Hey, Mikey, guess who I'm with?
Who you with down there?
The Samurai, Toshi Ohara.
How you doing, Toshi?
Great to see you, bud. You, first time I got to see you on a runabout this year. Very, very fun. You were right up there in the mix. What happened on that back stretch yesterday?
The steering nozzle was broken, so that's why ski doesn't go turning. So yeah, that's racing.
I heard something about duct tape.
Yes.
Duct tape was actually holding that thing together. He had an amazing race despite that. Were you a little? I know you're disappointed, but pretty excited to be on the runabout class this year.
Yeah. So I will try to get the King's Cup for that class again. So it's excited.
Down here with Toshi, just one of the great celebrities. Mike, back to you.
Boy, I'll tell you what a hole shot there. What a battle down the front straightaway. Mike Dallaire out of Saskatoon, Canada. Your top qualifier will go ahead and claim that hole shot. Again, Dallaire racing for Commander Industries, Scat Track, Rockstar Energy, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot.
And I tell you what, are we going to get the opportunity to watch the log jump today on this one?
I believe so. I believe this is didn't they open this up? Or I know our expert class did. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it's amateur vets. It's a ski GP. They should be opening it up. And I see our marshals out there kind of circling around the log jumps like sharks. So yeah, I believe I believe they will be getting some chum soon. So again, it looks like Martinelli had a tough start. He started from the outside. For those of you folks that were watching from our live stream, he actually he was one of our top qualifiers, but he actually started all the way from the outside here and kind of got smashed in between two riders on the way to turn number 1. He is okay, but he ended up coming out of the mix in 3rd place. We're going to try to get you that 2nd place rider next time around, but it is the C21, the Canadian Mike Dallaire, racing for Commander Industries, the Rockstar Energy Drink, as well as Scat Track. He is your race leader. Getting us to the Amateur Vet Ski GP. Race number 19 of the day. We've got 29 total for everybody.
And Mikey, I'm back down here with another one of the awesome riders. He is a junior rider as well as in the other classes. His name is Abdullah Ahmadi, and he has been all about hole shots today. Great run for you. You've had a little bit of tough luck this morning in that moto, but tell me how the racing's been for you.
The race is good. I want to be in the moto number 1. I need to be in the hole shot the first, and I get the first.
Well, good luck, bud. It's great to have you out here.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, I'll tell you, we still got Mike Dallaire, your race leader. Pete Zernick out of Sacramento, California, riding for the Gold Club of San Francisco, as well as Rhino Power Scat Track, Slippery 1-800 Radiator, and Fly Racing. He is in 2nd place. Daniel Martinelli in 3rd. And we've seen Martinelli, his boat looked like it squirreled out on him just a little bit as things start to chop up a little bit here this afternoon for our first set of motos here for the Amateur Vet Ski GP. Again, taking a look down, we've got moto number 1 of the Junior Ski 13 to 15 lights. That'll be coming up next, followed by the Pro-Am Ski lights and the Amateur Runabout Rec lights. Those are your next 3 races on the docket. But right now, we'll go back out to the race course where your top 3 are battling it out. Top left-hand side of the track. And Mike Dallaire, which way will he go? He's going to go to the outside. Okay, 2nd place. Pete Zernick going to try to find some clean water on the inside. And taking a look up here, you know that the water actually looks a little bit cleaner on the inside than it does on the outside. So let's see if Zernick can make up any time here on Dallaire. Daniel Martinelli out of Argentina still holding on to that 3rd place position on the Massa Racing Blue Demon Kawasaki.
Again, you're watching Pete Zernick come through that inside split. Mike Dallaire, gentleman who has had interesting luck at the World Finals, as so many riders do. It took him years to actually nail a world title, but man, when he got it, he did it in a big way, getting 2 world titles in 1 year, and right now he's on the quest for another one. That's your current race leader.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Pete Zernick all over Dallaire like a bad rash, baby, as they work their way around the bubble. Martinelli right there, too, still waiting for a slip tripper bobble, and here comes Martinelli. Martinelli hitting the afterburners, trying to run on the outside. Nothing doing, though, as your top 3 come down here and circle the horseshoe. Wow, great racing here in this Amateur Vet Ski GP class. Hey, Don, guess what I did?
Zernick just poured the gas on, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. You know, I added up all the ages, Don, and we came up with 956 years of experience out there. I'm just saying.
Give or take, are you just like give or take a year there, or what?
Yeah, give or take 50. Wow. And Dallaire, you know, he could feel the heat and got a little bit more breathing room right now. And once again, looks like your race leader will opt to go to the outside.
Where is his loop? No background. Come on, man.
All right, so once again, your leader's battling through the split section right now. As we view it here from the Blosian Tower of Power, is Dallaire and Zernick on the outside. Martinelli will come from the inside. Will Martinelli pick up a spot right here? He's got the opportunity. Actually, that's Zernick that has moved into the lead, and now Martinelli moving ahead of Dallaire. So big chain of events right there on that last lap. Zernick able to get around Dallaire, and Dallaire went from first to third in one lap. Tough break for Dallaire. And Pete Zernick, the benefactor. Martinelli still in that second place, and I know Martinelli's got to be thinking right now, a 2 is just as good as a number 1. And oh, look at the battle for 4th place. Looking at JP Gasparone, he was the one that was battling there for that 3rd place position. Great race there going on, as 1 and 2 have kind of scooted out front right now. Pete Zernick and Daniel Martinelli work their way around the sweeper. Unfortunately, the log jump is not open up for this one.
I have to say, I was super impressed with Mike Dallaire on that after the hole shot, then holding on to that lead for quite a long time. But man, Zernick is going to be undenied.
Well, you know, Don, you were talking about that log jump being opened up. That's going to be opened up at race number 21, the Pro-Am Ski Lights. The Pro-Am Ski Lights, that's when that's going to open up.
You're awesome.
So I thought it would be open up for this amateur vet. How many people out there think that we should open up for the amateur vets class?
Oh, heck yeah.
I think so. I mean, I think they should definitely open up for, I mean, these guys are vets. They have experience. They've been over a log jump once or twice.
I agree.
All right.
My vote.
All right, I'm starting a petition. I'm gonna protest. All right, the white flag is out, and look at this. Zernick and Martinelli side by side. Martinelli steals the lead away. Zernick coming from the inside, Martinelli from the outside, made it work, had the drive coming down the front straightaway, and is able to get past Zernick. And boy, I'll tell you what, that has got to take the wind out of his sails. But Zernick's still got to remember, he's got to stay composed. He's got to remember that a 2 is just as good as a 1 in Moto number 1. You just got to come back and do your business in Moto number 2.
That's exactly right.
So Martinelli, Zernick, 1 and 2, and it looks like Gasparone has moved up into that 3rd place position, and poor Dallaire.
Moved back into 5th. Yeah, I think it really took it out of him holding off that pack for so long. I mean, you noticed they were definitely putting the pressure on. He was actually riding probably a little bit harder than he meant to, especially coming out of the gate like that in Moto number 1.
Boy, I'll tell you, when you were interviewing the Samurai down there, it was quite the battle as they came down the front straightaway. And again, Dallaire was able to pull it off there, but Zernick took advantage of him a couple laps later, and now you got what you got with Martinelli wearing out Zernick, because, you know, Zernick had to be a little tired too, you know, with Dallaire pushing him the way that he did.
I think he certainly did. And then Martinelli back in there just playing the spoiler, which is pretty interesting strategy. It is not unusual for him. As this white flag continues to fly, it is all about Daniel Martinelli going for his 2nd gold this afternoon. Took 1 yesterday.
Daniel Martinelli, a name that's no stranger up here to the Tower of Power, a multi-time world champion. And we are so blessed to have him here from Argentina as the checkered flag gets ready to fly here in Lake Havasu for the 19th time today.
Only chance to spoil it's going to come from Zernick on the inside, and I don't think he's got enough run at it.
So it's Martinelli and Zernick putting on a whale of a show. Come on, Havasu, put your hands together. Great ski race there by our JetSki. Gasparone coming through in the 3rd place position. JP.
Maybe able to get that number. 436? Maybe 936?
I believe that was Ricky Treviso in the 4th position.
Tricky Ricky out there. I wondered where he was because he finished very well in the heat classes. I noticed that he was 4th in that lineup. And it looks like he translated that into a 4th in this first moto as well.
All right, that's going to do it for your amateur vet ski GP. Again, congratulations, Daniel Martinelli, Pete Zernick, and JP Gasparone, 1, 2, and 3. But again, everything you hear from us is unofficial. That's right, like happy hour tonight at BJ's.
Like unofficially unofficial.
Just saying.
You can almost call it a rumor, or maybe even just gossip.
It's like subliminal thinking. You know?
Oh, wow.
Party at BJ's tonight.
Go to Blosian. Go to Blosian. Go to Blosian. Junior ski lights, 13 to 15 on the line. Out of Christchurch, New Zealand, sponsored by Grace Removals, Marshall Brown Advertising. Boat number 11 NZ is Ben Morris. Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, sponsored by Addiction Industries, JC Racing, Tomski, and Perry Concepts. Boat number 50, Brady Corson. Out of Livermore, California, sponsored by Jet Trim, Quickie Sense, Ultimate Watercraft, and Divas Bling, it is Talon Chambers. Out of Lake Havasu City, sponsored by Tech 1, Jet Trim, 100% Bell Helmets, Jet Pilot, Boat 299, Teo Boomer. From Thailand, sponsored by KT Jetski, boat number 142, Kasadit, Terra Pratep. From the UAE, sponsored by Sharjah Marina Club, it is boat number 3 of Abdullah Alamadi. From Thailand, sponsored by PTT, boat number 9, Terapat Melchai. From Estonia, boat number 77, Matthias Sinman. From Norway, he is sponsored by Fana Bleak. And Champion Oil, boat number 332, Oliver Lizeth.
Go Ali.
Out of the UAE, sponsored by Sharjah Marine Club, boat number 124, Sultan Alamadi. 23 of Mitchell Farnley, 141 of Stevie Bascom, 112 of Alexander Callan, 113 of Admin Yassimi Chari, 83 of Burnson, and the 107 of Dog Martin Drange, and that is your lineup, and it is monstrous.
Oh, I'll tell you, yeah, they had to qualify down for this one. We've got a couple of the 13 to 15-year-olds watching from the grandstands. 142 with a great hole shot on the outside. Jazdit Terpetit.
Uh-huh. Say that 3 times, but he was pole position on the outside, Mike. Which kind of makes me wonder, where did our top riders line up?
11 NZ, I believe Ben lined up on the inside.
Yeah,
I believe he's on Marshall Brown's boat.
Yes, he is, and he happens to be right behind Talon Chambers on the inside, who's currently setting up for a hole shot.
Yeah, Chambers doing a great job on the inside. Ace working it out there with mom and dad watching on from the sidelines here. And again, Talon out of Livermore, California. And he races for Jet Trim, Quakey Sense, Ultimate Watercraft, and Divas Bling.
All right, so you have Talon Chambers and Ben Morris, and with the smooth water conditions this afternoon and flat water, that inside split has been a little quicker off the start. Can your Thai rider, boat number 142, Kasadit, beat the trend? No.
We're just going to call him KT. KT out in front, followed by Ben Morris.
That's going to be Talon Chambers, actually. Pulled that one off, and then it was Ben Morris. And then Tassadit.
Yeah. KT.
Okay. I like what you're doing.
Yeah, KT out of Thailand.
And then Teo Bomber in 4th. Abdullah Almadi in 5th.
That rounds out your top 5, and boy, I'll tell you, great to see this many juniors out there, Don.
Yeah, I noticed one of the riders went down. I was just trying to get a number, but it is, and not just any juniors. That was actually Teo that went down after working so hard to get that 4th place. And we got another rider up in that top 3 who suddenly has a boat, and that's Talon, who either had a boat go down or something.
Yeah, it looks like Talon might have an issue out there.
Oh, man, after that amazing hole shot, he is suddenly watching the rest of the riders go by him.
Oh, wow, what a tough break. And looks like he got fired back to that engine compartment. He's back in it, but not before dropping back about 8 or 9 spots.
So that is going to turn it over to Ben Morris, who's going to take the outside split. The gentleman aboard the 11 NZ boat, sponsored by Marshall Brown. And KT, I like that.
Yeah, JT out of Thailand, riding for KT Jetski.
How convenient.
Ben Morris, your race leader out of Christchurch, New Zealand, riding for Grace Removals Group, as well as Marshall Brown Advertising. And Marshall Brown getting a lot of advertising up here today.
Yes, he most certainly is.
Hey, Dave. Play that loop again? Huh? Yeah.
Loop. Thank you.
Out comes the cowbell for your race leaders.
Number 3 is in third. Abdullah. It's Abdullah.
Number 3, Abdullah Alamati out of the United Arab Emirates in the third place position.
I do believe that's
Riding for Shiroa Marina Club.
Sorry, 124.
124 is in the 4th spot. That's Sultan Almaty. So you got Abdullah in 3rd, Sultan in 4th. Battle of the brothers right there between 3rd and 4th. Who's going to get that final spot on the box?
Brady Corson. And you got boat number 50, Brady Corson, move up the pack. What's happening here, Mike?
Boy, I'll tell you just got some great battles, you know, like everywhere on the track with these juniors. You know, we try to keep our eyes on 1st and 2nd, but, you know, there's really some great battles going on in the back of the pack.
Very fun to watch, particularly on this technical track on the right-hand side because the turns are really tight and pretty restricted as far as real estate on where the riders can go, particularly these double reds on that front stretch is very, very gnarly, and we've seen a lot of riders either bouncing or just flat going off the boat. Good racing.
You're just feeling bouncy.
Or sometimes you just bouncy.
Hey, by the way, I'd like to say a very special thanks to our manufacturer members here with the IJSBA. They include Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Sea-Doo. Thank you also very much for your support this weekend at the 36th Annual Blosian IJSBA World Finals.
I'd like to say a special thanks to all of the different associations that we have from around the world that are with the IJSBA, like the Cayman Islands, Siwa Association, as well as our Morocco Association, a brand new association for us. We're very excited to have them out here.
I love my Cayman friends. They are absolutely awesome. There we go, Matt and April right down in front of it. That wasn't even that was unsolicited. Completely.
It was.
And where's Gary at? I don't see Gary around.
Halfway marks.
He went to go get us a beer.
Oh, there you go. Halfway marks are out for Ben Morris and KT. The gentleman that has come all the way over to race in the stand-up division. And, Mike, as you know, they were dominating in the sit-down class, and now they're translating over to stand-ups as well.
Wow. Once again, great battle right down here at this turn, right to the left of the announcing tower in front of the grandstand right beside us. You guys are getting some great action down there. I hope everybody's got their cameras out, taking pictures, Facebooking live, letting all your friends know what we're doing out here on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, and that was actually Oliver Lizeth that you saw in that battle, along with one of his riding partners, Mr. Burtonson, on board the 83 boat.
I believe that was your battle for 6th place right there. And these kids, they don't care. They're battling, baby. They're battling. They're out here. They want to walk away with that world title.
Here's what's so fun about them, though. They're like animals on the course. Really fun to watch. Incredibly cool. Dyson. And then they get off the course and they all go to pool parties.
Yeah, exactly. They're all friends.
Slumber parties, pool parties.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, can I stay at his house tonight?
They remind us of how important it is to maintain our family atmosphere. We've been very blessed to have such a cool community, and I just want to say on behalf of Mike and I both, it is a pleasure, absolute pleasure to be a part of this family, and it is wonderful to be back with you guys this year.
Yeah, it certainly is. Thank you for having us back, Lake Havasu.
All right, again, as we take a look over the left-hand side of this course, coming through the split section, still all about New Zealand, and Ben Morris.
There comes your race leader, Ben Morris. And, boy, he has amassed quite the lead.
I was just thinking I needed my stopwatch.
Where is it?
But wait, Mike has one. That was just the perfect setup, wasn't it?
But wait, there's more.
I knew there would be.
But by now, and you'll get 2 of them.
KT out of Thailand, sponsored by KT JETSKI, followed by Abdullah Awadi in a third.
So almost at 16.94 seconds officially. Almost a 17-second lead here for Ben Morris.
Wow.
Great job, Ben. I think we're going to move Ben right up to the pro class.
Yeah, no kidding. Sultan Almaty, you're 4th place. Brady Corson 5th. That has not changed in this last lap. Oh,
rider goes down. Yeah.
Might have been Lizeth. Let me take a look.
We'll see if he takes that penalty buoy that next time around, because he came to the inside of that 3rd yellow over there around the bubble right out in front of us.
Hey, Don, dropping money down below?
That was Vilja Bernson. Oh, hey, I'm dropping money. That's super exciting. You guys almost got a special. Everybody got everybody's attention.
What's $1?
It was $1, guys.
Hey.
That was $100.
Seriously?
Hold on a second.
You want $1?
What would you?
I'm gonna go to these guys.
What would you do for $1? What would you do?
Oh, look, I
see
like
people
Mike.
do crazy stuff for koozies.
True. I can actually see it now at the bottom of the grandstands.
All right, you know, we got New Zealand out in front, and
Yes,
I mean, he's walking away with this one, a 17-second lead. I believe you've got a whole bag full of New Zealand stuff right there. You know, maybe we gotta create some more New Zealand fans. What do you think? Does anybody want to be a fan of New Zealand out there? Anybody want to be a fan right here?
Really? We got a really cool giveaway.
We got a really cool hat for you. Here he comes.
Live Kiwis. Just kidding.
White flag is out for Ben Morris. 17-second lead. Wow, and looks like we got a rider down inside split.
Ooh.
As the marshals go to tend to him, he appears to be okay. Back up
That is your
on the gas.
second place rider, KT.
I don't know if he's in second place anymore.
I don't think so.
Oh, look at this battle. Down the front straightaway.
That was Sultan Almaty moving into the second place spot. And let's see, Abdullah Almaty in third.
Right, exactly. It's the Almaty show.
Almaty show. And then Brady Corson in fourth. And a tough break for the gentleman from Thailand. And you can see Team Norway down there fairly quiet as they watch Mr. Lizeth and Mr. Bernson try to get into that top four.
142 KT coming off the track. Not sure, you know, it looks like, and that's who was in second place for a long time. So a tough break there for KT out of Thailand.
I have to tell you, I had to look twice. It looked like for a minute like he ripped off the bottom part of his wetsuit. It's just the color. No
more Gino Moonman Karan.
Or Brees Lopez.
Or Brees Lopez, right. Those were the days.
Hey, Team Norway, do you guys want a New Zealand hat? Right? Because it'd be a fun place to race.
They're like, yeah, we do. It's my favorite four-letter word, free.
For this wonderful young lady right over here.
You're right, Dave. It's my second favorite four-letter word. My first favorite four-letter word is beer.
You honestly think I could throw that far?
All right, hold on a second. Look out. Cleveland's looking for a quarterback.
Oh. I guess I'm going to have to stay with the Denver Donkeys. That hurt.
All right, checkered flag getting ready to come out. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up, clap, make some noise for Ben Morris.
Woohoo!
Ben turning it into a snoozer out there out of Christchurch, New Zealand, racing for Grace Removals and Marshall Brown Advertising.
And speak of the devil, there is Marshall Brown.
Horns up.
Follicles gone.
For generations, Yamaha has dominated the racing circuit across the world. Winning is our passion. Speed is our tradition, and racing is built into Yamaha's DNA. In fact, when it comes to the top pros in racing, Yamaha is consistently their #1 choice. So, are you ready to race like a pro? With the 2018 Performance Race Series of Wave Runners, Yamaha continues their long-standing tradition of crafting top-of-the-line wave runners capable of blowing everyone else out of the water. Yamaha has become the only choice for serious racers and aspiring speedsters. For next-level thrills on the closed course, the Superjet offers an incredibly nimble mix of speed and control with a lightweight frame and responsive handling. This best-selling stand-up watercraft has beat out the competition time and time again. Your weekend goes by fast when you're on a VXR. This Speed Demon offers sleek style with a seat specifically designed for racing. An ultralight Nano XL hull and deck, the revolutionary ride handlebar system, and the speed of the 1.8-liter high-output Yamaha Marine engine. The GP 1800 is race ready, right out of the box and a proven winner on and off the course. It's our most powerful wave runner with the supercharged Super Vortex high output Yamaha Marine engine, including a 160mm high pressure 8-vane pump and the ultra lightweight Nano XL2 hull and deck provide an optimal power to weight ratio. With a newly redesigned seat for maximum comfort and the state-of-the-art ride system, you'll feel practically glued to the water. No one else even comes close to challenging it. If you're ready to be part of an elite club of race-winning pros, it's time for you to join the Yamaha racing tradition. With the closed course conquering Superjet, VXR, and the GP 1800, you'll enjoy endless victories on the water.
Ottawa. Indonesia. And now it explains a little bit more why Oxa and Arrow are down there. Yes, that mystery just unfolded. Okay, and Matthias
the three
Seaman,
amigos.
Yep, out of Estonia on boat number 77. Boat number 14 is Dennis Vanderstegen from Belgium, sponsored by Jetski Center.
Boat number 44 out of Denmark, riding for Riva Motorsports, Matty Jorgensen.
Uh-huh.
And boat number C13 from Buffalo, New York, riding for JetSki HydroTurf and Hebler Sales, Sydney Zarkinski.
I couldn't resist. Out of Salem, Oregon, sponsored by Riva, PMW Hydroflight, IPT Graphics, boat number 221 of Derek Stryker.
And from Las Vegas, Nevada, riding for Bodyline Swim Shop, boat number 51 on the Sea-Doo, Hilton Aiken.
And it is Pasi Vorela from Finland, sponsored by ProTune and P-Tech on boat 300. That rounds out your field.
Now, you know, boat number 300, I thought he did pretty good in our in our first, well, I know in the qualifier, so he must have had a real bad first moto.
We get forgot about a lot. Yeah.
Supatat Fukwekal was your top racer in moto number 1. So Thailand going 1 and 2. Belgium in 3rd with Yuki Francois.
And again, we have an interesting lineup here. Nantawat Singarai on boat number 8 actually is going to hold the pole position on that outside split. He actually came in 4th in moto number 1.
Uh-oh.
5th.
There we go. Bring him back.
Come back.
Bring him back.
Bigger holders. And I think even the runabouts think that inside is really fast, and ooh is right.
Boy, I'll tell you, on that outside, they were, yeah, exactly. I knew the red flag was going to come up.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Somebody was not really dumping in my personal space over here.
Right, yeah, that looked like me holding my line at 2:30 a.m. this morning.
That did look a little similar.
Exactly.
Well, you were doing the mud flap dance.
It's just so catchy.
All right, so we are going to re-rack. We haven't had very many red flags today at all, though. We had 1, 2 yesterday, 1 the day before, and just a couple a day. I see Jeremy Perret down there watching that start line very quietly. What are you doing? Did you just give away your shirt?
Do we got any young ladies with like a V-neck shirt from New Zealand out there? Yes, right over here. This young lady right here. She was the first one to raise her hand. Believe me, it's not a hard game. We just like to play. I'm just saying. We're not here to confuse anybody because we're easily confused as well.
I don't really agree with you. I think that other young lady that had all the enthusiasm should probably get a T-shirt. So I'm going to bring that over to her.
Okay, you're going to hook her up with a T-shirt too? Okay, Dawn's coming over up on the other side.
Well, maybe I'm going to go this way, though, because there's lots of wires the other way.
All right. Looks like we're just about back up and in the gate. Again, I'd like to say a very special thanks to Shirtworks, our official merchandise provider here for the last 36 years. Here in Lake Havasu, Ronnie Bumgarner and his crew always go the distance. Make sure you go the distance for them and pick up yourself a souvenir event T-shirt at the Shirtworks booth. Thank you. This has been a public service announcement.
Brought to you by Jet Trim.
That's right. Hey, by the way, Kelly is here. Kelly Hart, great to see you. Yeah, she was down there hanging out with Michelle from Scat Track. And by the way, Michelle said, send some people down there. Michelle and Glenn, they're all hanging out down there. They're very lonely. Stop at the Scat Track booth. All right, here we go with the restart. And it looked like your pole sitter, actually 45, that was Supatat Fuktaro. He was the one that got called for a not holding your line infraction, and that was from the inside, and he was a winner in moto number 1. So who's going to play the spoiler?
I don't know, but it was about 5 wide on that inside, as a lot of the fast riders thinking this inside split is quicker. So all of the top 4 riders actually lined up on that inside.
With Supatat having to start with a dead engine, that plays to the favor of his teammate, TJ, And then Justin Black, who took a third in Moto number 1. And, of course, Yuki Francois, who took a fourth in number 1.
Okay, well, Justin Black is easy to find. He's got a number 1 in a black and white boat out there, and he is third on the inside split. That would not be my favorite position coming through on the front stretch, but let's see what happens.
Again, the inside looking a little bit quicker. Again, and look at this battle on the outside.
9:51 is your hole shot.
Whoa, 3 wide down the front straightaway.
Holy moly. Trap Tarawat is got your hole shot from that inside.
You mean holy Shakotit Moli?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I haven't had that in a while.
It's going to be boat number 9, Yuki Francois in second.
Yeah, it's great to see so many Sea-Doo Sparks out here. Speaking of Sea-Doo, I believe they just came out with their 2018 lineup. You can check that out online at www.seadoo.com. And Jeremy Schondelmeyer is the new poster boy for Sea-Doo.
I just had the opportunity to catch up with him today.
He's a Capricorn. He enjoys long walks on the beach and the soulful sounds of Justin Bieber.
He is not a Capricorn.
Okay, he's an Aries.
No, he's a Libra.
Okay. By the way, we'd like to say a happy belated birthday to Dave Bamdus, the old the man over there from Riva Motorsports.
Wait, is he around?
Is it today?
It's today.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dave. Mikey's off key. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Wow.
Sorry.
Man, we are so never going to get hired.
Oh, my goodness. I murdered it.
Crushed it. Again? Boat number 951 lead.
Like, are these guys for real?
Come on, you guys loved it.
All right, we're looking for some numbers here.
Oh, that's 951 actually.
That is the 951. Okay, that's I'll tell you, and that's par for the course. That's our other tie rider, TJ. So TJ is your race leader, and as I take a look down here, Don, doesn't look like he has any sponsors. So anybody looking to sponsor a racer in that amateur rec lights, I'd suggest TJ. He'd be a good way to go.
And Yuki Francois in second with a number 9, and Nantawat Singrai from Thailand is your top 3.
Okay, so just doing a little bit of moto math right now because this is actually the first title that we're going to be handing out today. Okay. If TJ stays where he's at, he'll take the overall. He took a second in the first moto. If Yuki stays where she's at, she will end up in second because she'll be tied with Nantawat. So, and if she does better than him, then she will take second overall. So Nantawat would end up in third.
Which?
And that's just a little bit of moto math, but that's if things stay as they are. There's still a lot of time left to go. We just kind of want to give you the story before it unfolds.
No time left for you. Justin Black in fourth.
Hey, don't ever go to a movie with me.
Why do you give away the punchlines and the stories?
Exactly. Well, I get too excited.
Well, that's why you make such a great guy up here.
Well, it looks like your top 3, 4, 5. Everybody going to the outside. Everybody going to the outside. Now, everybody wants to be on the inside at the start, but now everybody's going to the outside after the start.
I kind of wondered about that. So it does seem to be a common pattern.
Note to self.
Note to self.
This guy's got the best shirt ever down here in front. Duct tape and beer. They can do anything. I love your shirt, sir. Right on.
I actually like Gary Whitaker's hat.
Yeah. He gets enough sun down there in the Caymans. He don't need any of this desert sun. He said it's a hot one, man.
All right, again, I'll go vote 951. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was going to say TJ's still out in front, out of Thailand. And we're calling him TJ.
Because you can't say his name.
Is
Trap Tarawat.
Pop Tarawat. Joensen Nunat. So we're just going to short TJ.
No, I love that you did that. That was perfect. It was very fun watching Dave attack those names earlier. He did. He crushed it. Like Amy.
I was going to say, you got to
like
be
Fat
smart.
Amy. Crushed it.
You got to be smarter than the name you're talking about. Hey, by the way, I seen Scott Watkins back there from Yamaha, and he wanted me to tell everybody hello, and you can check out the new Yamaha lineup back there in Performance Alley, located right before the pit entrance.
Got to say hi to Joe Heim yesterday as the Kawasaki tent unfolded and all of the cool gear underneath that tent, to include an absolute game changer, and you're going to get a chance to watch that game changer in just a couple of motos, and that would be the new SXR 1500.
Ah, yeah. I love toys.
And toys love you, right till you break them.
Right.
Halfway mark have come out for, what's his name again? TJ.
TJ. TJ out of Thailand.
Trapterawat. And then Yuki, Francois second.
Yeah, it looks like Yuki's got some company now up there in second place.
Yeah, that is Nanawat. Singarai.
Yeah, Nanawat looking to better that position. He needs to get past Yuki, though, if he wants to take that second place on the podium Friday night. Tomorrow night.
Is it tomorrow night?
What is today?
Wow, Thursday. Who's on third?
Where am I? Somebody pinch me. Ow!
Oh.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Bacon.
All right, TJ working his way down that back straightaway. Not too big of a back straightaway here in Lake Havasu this year.
Kind of the first time I've seen this shortened version of the back stretch. Pay attention to the water, gentlemen.
What?
It's hard to watch the back stretch when the front stretch is empty. I'm just saying.
It wasn't. Oh, it wasn't.
Mm-mm. See what I got to work with up here?
I'm sorry.
Terry caught that.
Jeepers. Ray Charles could see that. All right. Up next, runabout naturally aspirated open class should be coming down to the starting line as we get ready to come down the front stretch again. Boy, it's been an absolutely perfect day here weather-wise for us here in Lake Havasu. Special thanks to Mother Nature. I'll take this. I'll take this any day. I'll take this any day over what I've had in FLA USA lately.
Yeah, glad that you and your family are okay, and a lot of your friends okay as well after the scare with that hurricane. A lot of people not doing so well, though.
Yeah.
Our thoughts and prayers out to the people that are dealing with the hurricane loss from the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yep. And, of course, parts of Florida nailed by that as well.
And then over by Houston, Galveston, that area.
So just so you know, we are thinking of you, and we love you, and...
You know, one of the things that I noticed with these natural disasters, we had a lot of people from the watercraft racing community that actually went and took time out of their lives to go and help out, and those are true heroes.
Yes.
Not a problem. We got this. We love you.
All right, happy father up here on the announcing tower. Bart Seegers. Watch the son take first in that first moto. He said we're not there yet. Almost there.
Oh, see? I tripped you up into it, too. You started. Yep,
almost
still moto
there.
number one. I got excited about it, too.
That's right. You say, I like the way you got to stand with your feet on the ground. That's right. And not your head in the air.
Bada boom.
So TJ,
yes, sir.
Still your leader out there. Yuki still in second. Again, talk a little bit about Yuki. Again, she's out of Brussels, Belgium, by way of Japan. Races for B&J, JSU, Robbie Jet, Quakey Sense, and Sea-Doo of Japan as the white flag gets ready to come out. And your leader, TJ, takes a look behind him. And I'll tell you, you don't want to look behind you because you can't see what's in front of you if you do.
Yeah, and that is a tricky time to do it as well, right on the front stretch, coming through that double checkered buoys, because it's pretty easy to trip up. And as you and I both know, we designed these courses so that you are not always running completely parallel to the waves, and a lot of times that will flip you right off the boat. Fortunately, it didn't cost anything.
Well, Don, let me get your perspective as a former racer. You know, if I am going to look behind and try to find out where the rest of the pack is, and I'm in the lead, I would do it at the top left-hand side of the track before you enter that split section, because you're already coming into a 180, so you ain't got to use as much rotation with your head.
No, I would definitely, same thing. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that off of a high-speed turn like the back stretch, you can definitely use one of these dogleg turns over on the right, because you're going to be able to come back towards the course, and you don't have to turn your body as much. Very easy, and that way you're not causing any extra communication to the boat, because wherever your energy goes, your focus and also your body will certainly follow.
Will certainly follow. You got that right. Okay, looks like your leader, TJ, he'll go to the inside. Yuki Francois goes to the inside.
As well, whoa, interesting.
So yeah, the battle's starting to tighten up here.
Okay,
so
TJ outside, Yuki inside.
Right.
And then we've got Justin.
Place.
Justin went outside as well. He was 4th.
So did Nantawat.
Okay.
Keep your eyes. Here comes TJ. TJ again took a 2nd place in Moto number 1. He could take the world title home to Thailand with him. Can he stay right there? Looks like he is. Don Dawson. Wow. TJ coming through with a world championship.
Your new world titleist in amateur rec lights from Thailand, Trop Terawat Johnsonat. And it is going to be Yuki Francois 2nd. And boat number 8, Nantawat Sinkarai in 3rd.
Boat number 300 in 4th. I believe that was Rashid Aldawas.
Yep, and the gentleman that just leaned back all the way with his hand on his helmet, that was the gentleman that came into this moto with the lead. It was Supatat Futrakul, and with one malfunction on that inside split on the start, cost him the title.
Got to hold your line on the way to that first turn.
afternoon, Mr. Zier. Grandma Warner in the house.
Waiting for Brandon to come back with a big crown on his head because that could be a world championship for him.
Number 2, that's his second one?
Yep.
Oh, he was here. I missed that one.
Yeah, last year he got it.
I'm glad I'm back. Now I get to watch him.
Continuing the Warner Family Championships.
How old is he?
21 now.
He's 21. Okay.
Yep. Moved to Washington on his own, got a living girlfriend. Oh my goodness, they're growing up. Way too fast, making me feel old. I gotta tell you, Rashid and Abdullah gotta be a little frustrated. Everything they can do right now, try and catch up as they get a good look as Brandon Warner enters the splits on the outside as they just get onto that back straight. And there's Rashid Al-Rashid. He was in the winner for moto number 1. Definitely an uphill climb for this young man out there. Rough one, especially when you know you take that win from moto number 1. But Brandon Warner, definitely looking flawless. Because right now, he is 1 lap away from a world title. Ibrando. And you can tell right now there's a lot of analyzing going on in his head. Stay smooth. Don't over rev the boat. Remember the buoys.
What are you doing over here? You meditating?
I'm going through his head.
Oh, gotcha. Smart man. Creating those in. I gotcha. I've got some Zen for you.
With the water and the buoys.
Yep, it is the Havanami coming at these guys in the next 5 or 6 laps. Not for them, we won't have to worry about it, but for these ski riders, that ferry's coming across and creating a big wave.
It could be timed just right, you're right.
Okay, Brandon Warner, about 15 buoys, maybe a little bit less, from his 2nd world title.
Trying to go back to back.
Whoops, wait a minute. Unofficial, because he's still got to get through tech.
Yes,
and
that is correct.
Everything that we say, you can just pretty much say is gossip until they get through the tech section.
You got to remember, we just make stuff up as we go.
I never make stuff up. Okay, all the time. Again, if you are listening in on the live stream, that is courtesy of JetskiNworld. Special thanks to Ricardo, Carlos Truda, and of course Diego, all of us for bringing a quality, gorgeous video and live feed to you this entire week. Yeah, just go straight to ijspa.com and you can click in on the live stream. You can also go to YouTube, actually, if you just want to go to YouTube, and you can go to JetskiNworld right out of YouTube.
The IJSBA. But folks, put your hands together. 2-time world champion, Brandon Warner. Oh, yeah.
And second place across this line is going to be Abdullah Al-Ghanem and the 5X of Salman Al-Awadi from the UAE, but that is going to lock down Abdullah's spot in second, giving him yet another second to match up with the other first 2 seconds he got this week. And I think Salman Al-Awadi, no, it's actually going to be Rashid will still get third. Yep.
Rashid, yeah, still will.
I got everybody a little excited there with Donnie math. They're like, no, wait. Let me get my calculator out.
She's got that Alice in Wonderland calculator. And there's the checkered flag for the last rider coming across, Rashid. Yeah. Oh, wow. Good little information for Renee Hill. She got hit in his little store. He still went out there to make this happen. So, man, that's a lot of fortitude by that young man.
Expert ski stock. Have you already done the rundown? You just started. We were just goofing off, weren't we?
Okay.
I could do it. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Switzerland is the place that this gentleman hails. He's on boat number 224. He's sponsored by his dad, and he was your winner in boat number 1, Alec Enderley.
And boat number 7 out of the United Arab Emirates, sponsored by his family. It's Salman Al-Dawadi.
He is on boat number 160 out of Argentina, sponsored by Mega Cars, CBAX, and Connector. It is Franco Vakari.
Coming to us out of Thailand, it's the T777 Nantawat Singdurai.
She hails from Sweden, sponsored by Geotech, Jet Pilot, and Gainamax. It's boat number 13, Eminelli Ortendahl.
Boy, that is one quick girl right there.
Oh, yeah.
Boat number 113 out of Morocco, riding for MJC Performance, as well as DNDA Nebel Broca.
From Buenos Aires, Argentina, sponsored by Ultimate Performance, boat number 117, Victor Landoni.
Boat number 13 from Buenos Aires, Argentina, riding for the Velay Racing Team, Jose Luis Velay.
And from Belgium, on boat number 9, Elias Wilselman.
Boat number 116 coming to us out of Brazil. Normally one of our free riders up there at the Blosian Surf Slam.
Yep.
Great to see him out here. He races for Blosian, Riva, Jet Trim. How about a nice round of applause for Tiago Jitens.
From Guar, Hungary, sponsored by Power Tools, boat number 379, Dariatica.
Boat number 508 from Tucson, Arizona, racing for Pro Watercraft. That's David Zipirian.
And from Thailand, sponsored, wow. That is, oh, it's Renee.
It's Renee.
Yeah, you're awesome. Sponsored by KT Jet Skis, boat number 142, KT, that's Kasadit, Terra Pratep.
She isn't holding anything back. She
never does.
I love it. I love it. Great to have Renee Hill here.
Knows how to project.
Are you racing this weekend?
She was.
Renee? Oh, you raced two. Okay, Pro Women's Runabout this weekend. Nice. I kind of love the enthusiasm. I love the crowd that comes out here to Lake Havasu. You know, I do watercraft events and boat racing events all over the world. But you know, when we come out here, the enthusiasm and just the camaraderie is just unparalleled.
It really is. And you know, Mike, what else is so cool about this location versus any others? We're all compacted. It's a small city, and we're able to run into each other regardless of where we are. When we go to dinner, we're running into family. When we're hanging out, we're running into family all the time, and it's really cool to be able to hang with such a great community. Okay, so as we take a look down the line and get these guys ready, the stock class is what you're watching. It's moto number 2 on the pole position on that outside. You are looking at Franco Vakari, and the two riders that got first and second both look like they have lined up on that inside split. That's Alec Enderley with the pole position on the inside, and right next to him.
You know, one of the things that I haven't seen is somebody who has won the first moto. They can take their choice inside or outside.
Yeah.
Every one of them have taken the inside.
Yeah, well, the way that's been going, I can certainly see why.
Right.
Now, in the past, you and I have seen an interesting strategy at the World Finals where you had somebody that won the first moto, and they ended up lining up on that outside of the outside pole, which geographically, or if you would think that would be, okay, that's a far distance away from A to B, that's further, but when you have a big class like that, sometimes that clean water from that outside turn into a whole shot, and we've seen it more than once.
We know that, and we seen Daniel Martinelli do that a little earlier today. He took a second, I believe, during the heat race, and obviously first place took the inside, but he could have been on the outside pole here, but instead he chose to go all the way to the outside.
Yeah, I've seen Tara Lejo do that, the young lady that is back in the VIP tent this afternoon.
No, she's the guest bartender.
Guest bartender.
At the Bud Light booth, down on the far left-hand side across from Jet Trim. Not right back here behind us.
Oh, it's not this one?
Yeah, right back here behind us. That's my future ex-wife.
Does she know?
Not yet.
Oh, boy.
I took my pen. I gave her my pen. I said, hey, I know you wanted my phone number, so.
Wow. How'd that go over? Probably not too well.
Oh, like a ton of lead.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Dantawat Singarai, gentlemen, got fourth right next to boat 160, but man, Franco.
I think there was a band malfunction because the band is still up. That is the first time I've seen everybody go through the band, and the band is still up. That was a ghost start.
That was crazy, and not one single rider got impacted by that. How did that even happen? Usually somebody gets the rubber band necklace.
It's these Kawasaki's, man, these SXR 15s. They're like just so smooth, they rode right over the top. So they'll bring them back to the line, repack, restack, re-rack, restart this one all over again. And boy, race number 24 has taken us quite some time here to get started.
And his dad looked out over that and went, "What?" Emma, how in the world did you do that start without knocking that rubber band? They're down there talking about it right now. Even her dad's asking her. That was awesome. Not one single person rocked that band off of there. So, yep, little band malfunction. We will get them lined right back up. That had to be the craziest start I think I've ever seen. Have you ever seen that at the World Finals? I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
I don't think I've ever seen it in 30 years, 800 plus events that I've done. I've never seen that. Normally somebody's going to get a free tattoo or
necklace.
Exactly. Or they're going to catch it. Yeah, they're going to suck it up a pump. Or, something crazy like that's going to happen. But I've never seen everybody just ride right over it without nothing happening.
That is crazy. All right, so again, the flotilla down on the line of SXR 1500s. What'd I do? Dave liked my word.
Yeah,
flotilla.
Yeah. Dave's impressed with any three-syllable word. I'm just saying.
Dave's just impressed we're still talking after an entire day of races.
He just pulled out plethora.
Oh, yeah. I'll see how you're going to roll.
He went to school in California. It's okay.
Just
saying. Don't feel bad. I went to school in Ohio. That's even a little worse.
Yeah, Kim told me to tell Dave, put that in a sentence, then you'll really impress us.
Yeah, I bet he can't put it in a sentence.
Yeah.
There's a plethora of riders that are headed toward turn number 1 right now, though.
Yeah, certainly are. That was very nice. All right, 160 with a pretty good start, but it is the 777s that also had a good start on the outside.
Yeah, 116 looked like he had a pretty good start on the inside. That's Tiago, our free rider. We got to see his best friend, Bruno Jacob, compete out there at the Blowsing Surf Slam.
It was boat number 7 on the inside. That's Salman Alawadi, who had the hole shot, but he went down. And that opened the door, and it does look like it might be Enderley that just walked through that now open door.
Yeah, Enderley was a winner at Moto number 1. Al-Dawadi took a second in Moto number 1. Franco Vaccari, boat number 160, took a third in the first moto. Nantawat, the T777, took a fourth. And Emma Nelly Ortendahl, boat number 13, took a fifth in Moto number 1.
Yeah, after getting a high side and off her boat. Now, a whole shot's got to go to Alec Enderley, and then the 777s that we talked about from the outside. That is Nantawat, followed by boat number 7 of Ahmed Alawadi, but interesting, he went down and didn't lose his boat, still managed to come out of that third.
Not too bad, not too shabby. Alec Enderley, your leader, and driving that boat like Sean Morris and Jeff Bolte were driving our rental car down from Vegas yesterday.
You know, listen.
I'm just saying.
You know, I don't think a man that lives in a glass house should throw stones. Boat number 142.
I'm throwing cinder blocks, baby.
Mr. I've been banned from Hertz and Davis now. 142 of...
why do you think I have to hitch a ride down?
Yes, I know. You are definitely on the no-fly list. Cassidy Terapotep in 4th place.
It's like our sport class coming to the line. Race number 25. They'll be up for the second moto. And I believe this is our sports spec class. For those of you who may be listening in at home, we got sports spec coming up after this one, followed by amateur vet ski GP. Then we've got an LCQ for the junior ski, 10 to 12 lights. Moto number 2 for the 13 to 15 lights. And Moto number 2 for the Pro-Am ski lights. That rounds out your day. Dawn?
Again, back on Moto number 2 as we watch race number 24 out on the course. It's Expert Ski Stock. On that recap, it was Alec Enderle that got that first Moto win, followed by boat number 7, the gentleman that has come all the way from the UAE, Salman Alawadi. And Salman was just that close to getting around Enderle on the start, but a little malfunction.
You know, one of the things I've noticed about the United Arab Emirates, UAE, as you were just saying, where Salman is from, they've been putting on a lot more racing over there in the last couple of years.
Yeah, and that product has certainly turned into some incredible racers, and part of that has been a gentleman that you and I have watched for racing for many, many years, and he, of course, has been helping those guys out. And then, of course, Wilkinson also over there been helping a lot of the riders.
Chris Wilkinson, yeah, Stephen Doliak.
Yeah, Doliak.
Good stuff, good stuff. Again, they're starting junior programs over there, and you can see their juniors are starting to come over here.
Yep, China.
And well, they're taking all the hardware from the United States back overseas.
They have. China has been doing the same thing as well.
Race number 27 has been a scratch, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, 27 has been a scratch. You're watching 24, 29 total today. Dawn, back to you.
Yep, okay, back out on the track. We have Alec Enderle still leading. Exactly what he needs to do to walk away with the gold after this moto. He is currently in the lead, and it is Franco Vacara who is trying to get back up in position because Nanawat Sungarai is currently in second, and it is Salman Alwadi in third.
Well, Enderle looking to pull a hat trick here today. He won the qualifier, won the first moto, and now out in front here. Can he do it?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you what, man, that boat has been lucky. Philip Tufad on Tuesday turned that boat into a lot of wins, and it was pretty cool to watch Alec Enderle back out here this afternoon doing the same thing.
Now, is that Al-Dawadi who's actually in third place right now on the outside split?
He said second. If you were looking for Salman?
Yeah, I was looking
he's
for
in
Salman.
third. You're right. He is in third, and the Thai rider is in second place.
Nantawat Sinjurai.
Yep.
Boy, I'll tell you, speaking of the Thai riders, again, they have brought a whole slew of people over here, and they're really looking to take home that Nations Cup this year.
Yeah, they have already started to plant their mark here in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Kuwait and Thailand both have been picking up a lot of podium finishes the last couple of days. So USA going to have to be doing a little catch-up now, Mike.
Right.
I think we're behind currently.
Forget the mustard. It's time to catch up.
Oh, cute. Not real cute, but it's pretty cute. Back out, taking a look on the track, we've got the gentleman from Thailand on boat number 777. Huge numbers on the side of that boat. It's a blue and green boat, and then right behind him, the gentleman on a 7 as well, Salman Alwadi. But you have to look way over to the left-hand side of the track and take a look inside the split section before you can find our leader. That's Alec Enderle, boat number 224. And now we're testing the rubber band to make sure it works this time. Thank you.
Right. This is only a test.
This is our best crew ever this year, though. I got a big shout out for Simon Ricks and, of course, Blake Corning and Robbie up in the tower, as well as all of our girls. We've got
Great scoring
Nicole,
girls. Yeah,
Mandy, Joy, Dawn, all up there. The other Dawn up there helping us out with scoring. We love you guys. And the halfway marks, Mike, coming up. Simon Ricks up here spreading more gossip, completely not validated.
He does a real good mud clap dance.
He does.
I think he's got rhythm, man. He's from the Detroit area.
Man, I tell you what, that thing is really taken over the internet. We'll have to tell you more about that later, but it's turned into a real viral craze for sure.
Oh, look who we got with us. It's the number one fan. Miss Nedra is here. How you doing, Miss Nedra?
Beautiful.
Tyler Hill is now a resident of Lake Havasu.
Who is that? Tyler Hill? Oh.
Aww. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm vertical. It's a good day.
Oh, wow. You and Mike have the same goals.
I think the same thing, you know.
Shh. I actually beat you to that. That does not happen often.
Right.
All right, again, as the halfway marks hit it, you take a look out here. Again, it is Enderle that is leading. Wait a minute. Yeah, yes, he's still leading. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I believe that is Salman that has actually pulled up into second place. There we go. Pete Burnbrier's got the mud flap dance down. Show him, Pete.
Wow.
You got this. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
The old mud flap dance.
It's the modified chicken.
Right. Cuckoo, ka-choo. Yeah. Was that the mud flap or the dirty bird? Yeah. Looked like he spent too much time in Atlanta. No, I think the dirty bird go like this. The mud flap go like this. Almost looks like the jellyfish.
The fact that you guys are trying to fine-tune this dance disturbs me in so many levels. This is definitely going viral, just like this gentleman's career in personal watercraft racing. Alec Enderley, the gentleman with the red helmet and the 224 on the side.
Able to hold off those charges. Second place right there, though. And is that's Nantawat, isn't it? Nantawat Sinjurai.
Yep, what's the 777s?
Yep, that's he's over here?
Yeah, he's over there.
Okay.
No, that's not him.
Salman, yeah, Salman's over here, coming from the inside.
And so is 777s. They're actually fighting for a second out of the splits. That was a lap rider, sir. No, you're all good.
I can't see far with these guys.
Hey guys, don't forget, we've got almost every vendor now open out in Vendor Alley. And it looks bigger than ever this year. The vendors that we've been able to, what? Hey, what?
Another celebrity sighting down there. Whamilton Texier's in the house. Whamilton, stand up. Say hello. I know. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Mr. Wambleton, how you doing, sir?
How you doing, buddy? Yeah, 777. That's his old number. Currently, 777's running in third place out there, and that's our tie rider, Nantawat Sinjurai.
Race number 24, race 25. If you are watching us on the live stream, is going to be Sports Spec coming at you next. That's the guys that are lining up, and then Amateur Vet Ski GP is going to be race 26. We are knocking out the LCQ, and we go into 28, and that is the second moto for junior ski. And then our final race of the day will be Pro-Am Ski Lights, just to give you a quick calendar update.
Yeah, and a full lineup coming up next as the white flag comes out for Alec Enderley. Don, there's so many boats down there, we might need a line stretcher.
Oh, man, no kidding.
20 sport
boats. Or at
least
a shoehorn.
Yeah, a shoehorn. Let's get them all in there.
Yep, and speaking of that, we're hoping to have that log jump reconstruction completed just in time for our next ski class that'll be going over it.
All right, we were just speaking of the line real quick before the checkered flag comes down here. I got a trivia question. Who can tell me from the inside pole to the middle pole, how many feet is that? How many feet from the inside pole to the outside pole, from the outside pole all the way to the outside?
Is it a distance?
It's a measured distance in the IJSBA rule book. Does anybody know? What's that? 200? It's 200 close. 100 meets you in the middle. 150. There you go.
Nice.
150 feet. That's exactly what that is. All you contractors should know that.
All right, well, I've got a secondary question for you.
All right, checkered flag getting ready to come out here as I see it in our flagger's hand over here.
All right, and waiting for Enderley to come through with our win, and he is coming from the, I do think, outside. Well, he's not ready yet. I think he was just holding the checkered flag for comfort.
Right.
All right, Mike. Well, if that's the case, then
checkered
how
flag.
many?
Now getting ready to come
Oh,
out.
now we're going. Okay.
Okay.
Finally. Phew. Ladies and gentlemen, please get ready to put your hands together for Alec Enderley as he takes the win and the title in Expert Ski Stock.
Congratulations. He has mastered the SXR 15.
Wait for it.
Yeah, I was going to say second place really slipped off the pace there on that last lap because they were battling for a couple laps.
Yes, they were. 3, 2, 1, not it. Not quite yet. That is going to be your second place coming. Almost, almost. And there it is. And wow, that was a photo finish.
Yeah.
Between the T777 of Nadarat, Singarai, and I was a little close for me to even call, and then Saman Alawali.
Yeah, they were both right there. We'll let the scores take care of that one.
Alrighty.
Very tight battle. Obviously, we're at a little bit of a disadvantage. About 75 yards from the flagging tower, so we're kind of at an angle from what we see here. Great race, though, nonetheless. You know, racing it all the way through the checkered, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do.
We are moving on to Sports Spec, and on the line with the win in Riverside, California. He is sponsored by IBEW Local, as well as Dean's Team, IPD, Wiseco, Fly, ODI, Riva, and Jet Trim. Boat number 22, Tyler Hill. And actually, he is Lake Havasu City, Arizona now.
Yeah, congratulations on the new move. He will be joined by Bangkok, Thailand resident, racing for True Visions, Thailand, and Black Tiger. Number 52 is Mr. Supak Setuda.
And out of Costa Mesa, California, sponsored by Yamaha and IPD Graphics. It's also Bomber Eyewear, the company that he founded. It is 201 Tommy Bonacci.
Boat number 35 atop a Sea-Doo from South Line, Michigan. Riding for JLB Med 1, Riva, HD D-Jet. Jet Pilot, Shoei, Abaco Sunglasses, Jet Trim, Riva, and Wonderland, Jason Lester, who actually spends his Mondays through Fridays as an ER doctor.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. Huntington Beach, California is where he's from. He's sponsored by High Speed, IPD Graphics, Mom and Dad. It's the 99 100 done.
Out of McCall, Idaho, riding for DH and Ortega Construction, boat number 121X, Danny Ortega.
On an X2, no less. All right, out of Carmel, Indiana, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, as well as Peak Power Sports, DZ Racing, Jet Renew and Fly, is 71J, Jake Zier.
Boat number 10 out of Chino, California, riding for Watusi Racing, Quakey Sense, as well as Miller Racing. Boat number 10 is Tony Martinez.
Okay, and out of Noblesville, Indiana, sponsored by Sea-Doo and Red Bull, it's boat 127 of Timothy Neff.
Boat number 14 out of Naples, Florida, riding for Wade Chapin Performance, Broward Motorsports, and Hamilton's Customs, KD Keith Dill.
In the house at a Surprise, Arizona, sponsored by Jet Renew, Jet Trim, and LB1 Designs, 168 of Nanette Sanchez.
Boat number 95, riding atop of Yamaha, straight out of Davie, Florida, riding for Broward Motorsports, Team Mean Racing, Exotic Signs, and Jet Tribe Racing, Kenny Waddle.
Out of Hamilton Square, New Jersey, sponsored by Extreme, Throttle, Jet Set Performance, and Nickerson Performance, boat number 88 of Eric Degler.
Boat number 226 out of Chiba, Japan, sponsored by Yamaha, Elf Racing Fuels, Tone, and Jet Pilot, it's June Ikoma.
Out of Washington, Utah, sponsored by Jet Tribe Racing, Jet Renew, Commander, and Ultra Motorsports, 27 of Kyle Disney.
Boat number 661 out of Bakersfield, California, riding for Cal Concepts Racing, Natalia Giuliano.
He comes from Madison, Mississippi, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, Scat Track, Jet Pilot, R&D, and Jet Trim as a Triple Aces of Billy Dearman.
Boat number 511 out of Fresno, California, riding for Clausen Motorsports, Riva Racing, and IPD Graphics, Jacob Liu.
And Dylan Puglisi from Lake Havasu City, Arizona, rounds out your field.
Well, watching Ortega, he's lined up right next to Lester, outside pole, man. That X2 is quick, fast. We'll see how he does off the line here. Last person to get a hole shot on an X2 was Alan Picard, 1997 World Finals at the Nautical Inn. Can an X2 do it? Oh.
Well, you're gonna have to wait to find out.
Somebody calling for a 2-minute hold, and the excitement build up, and then all of a sudden, wah, wah, wah.
All right, so it looks like it might have been Dearman that actually called for that. He needed to get that vote cleared out.
Well, hopefully they got that read issue sorted out. All right, here we go once again. Supak Satura pitted right next to Tyler Hill. 1 and 2 on the inside pole. And they are holding them. They're holding them a long time.
Oh. And those two strokes do load up big time.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Tommy Bonacci, Tyler Hill, Hunter Dunn, all of them lined up on this inside, and they are Tommy Bonacci with an awesome start.
Wow.
And Tyler a little shy on that throttle. Is he going to be able to pull through, hold the line, and he is going to need to be right up there. Mike, that is going to be really tight. Hey!
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, obviously they held them for a while. They wanted to make sure that everybody was pointed the right way. Didn't want anybody crashing right off the start. And that's a good choice by your flagman up there and race director Blake Corning.
Yep. No stranger to how to work a line.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you've got a C2HX and it's pointed sideways on the line, you can't really pull the trigger.
All right, so it's Bonacci on the inside split, and Tyler Hill came out right behind him, but as we suspected with that awesome start, it's going to be all about the bomber.
Boy, and I'll tell you, I feel sorry. Bill Dearman just been plagued with problems here today. Hopefully, Bill can get it squared away before he hits the GP class of sport division this weekend. Here we go.
And it is going to be Bonacci with a hole shot.
Yep, Bonacci. Bonacci took a third in the first moto.
And it's going to be Tyler Hill in second, Jason Lester.
Oh, Supak taking him to the window, to the wall. Supak, that was your battle for fifth place that just happened right down here in front of us. My goodness.
Wow.
An amazing day. Bonacci out in front. Tyler Hill in second.
Yep.
Lester in third.
And that is going to be vote number 99. I do believe that's that Hunter Dunn.
Hunter get her done.
Yeah, it's going to get her done. And then right back there in the fifth place is boat number 52, who had a really good start. We're going to really quick.
That's right. Hey, how's everybody doing out there? We miss you. Wish you could be here.
We do miss you. And we're having a great day today, and I really appreciate you, and I'm sure Mike does too. Tuning in to JetskiNworld.
That's right. JetskiNworld, #1 on the planet when it comes to live stream.
All right, so that was Satura back in fifth place. I just want to double check on our numbers there. But again, it is going to be Tyler Hill if it stays like it is. And man, we'll see. But Tommy Bonacci with a great start from that inside split. And he is a multi-talented guy.
Right, exactly. Well, you know, if Bonacci wants the overall championship here, he's going to need a little bit of help.
Yes, he is, because
Supak Satura took a second in the first moto. Supak currently sitting in that fourth spot, but I expect him to move up. Supak opts to go to the outside split right there. As Hunter Dunn goes to the outside. Again, that was your battle for fourth spot.
Yes, so Tyler going to the inside, and it's going to be Bonacci on the outside.
Yeah, Bomber currently sitting in first place. Again, a 3 in the first moto. 3 and a 1 would give him a 4. Tyler Hill currently sitting in second.
Yeah, and Jason, look how quick Jason's coming through that outside split.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be your battle for second, Mike, between Jason Lester and Tyler Hill.
Lester, no stranger to danger.
All right, Jason, not really moving up enough to take over, but your battle for fourth, as you discussed, still heating up.
Yeah, exactly. That's Supak Satura,
who got around.
That Hunter Dunn.
Yep. Didn't quite get her done on that one. Really close, though.
Well, again, Bonacci, he came out, you know, he knew that he had to win the second moto. He knew that he needed a little bit of help. Right now, he's just not getting that help.
Yeah. Back in fifth, we got Tony Martinez, who's actually just moved up. He did not have that good of a start and is already back up into fifth place. Gentleman aboard the Bright Red Boat, and he is right behind Satura.
So now what Bonacci needs is third place, Lester, to get in front of Tyler Hill. That's what he needs.
Well, that would lock it down for him. So right now, he is no way he can get the title on his own.
Exactly.
He's got to have the help.
He needs help. Not the way that you really want to come into your second moto, but at the same time, he took a third. You know, what's the chances? You know, what's the odds?
Well, and the other challenge here is that because these splits are slightly more tricky today, these guys are forced to line up on the inside. They can't open up any distance between themselves like they want to gap out on the outside.
Lester made a mistake. Supak was able to get by, so that's going to move him up into third place.
And that is probably going to knock it out for Bonacci as far as the overall.
Right, exactly. Right now you're looking at Hill, Bonacci, Satura, 1, 2, 3. But let's see what Satura can do. I mean, I don't count this kid out. He has been a multi-time world champion here in Lake Havasu. Again, racing for Black Tiger, True Visions, and Thailand. Anybody with a sponsor named Black Tiger, I like right away. You know, that's cool. It's like a manly sponsor.
A manly sponsor.
Who's your sponsor? Black Tiger. Who's yours?
Well, I'm getting one. Hold on. All right, Tommy Bonacci and Tyler Hill coming through. Satura has moved up into that third place spot, locking down, barring anything breaking, because that is the other downside to running the sports spec class. These guys shrink these things all the way to the edge of the envelope, and it is pretty easy to see a lot of the attrition out here, especially in the sports spec class. So they want to just keep the boat going as well, and that also is going to have to be factoring in. And as you saw, Billy Dearman have been played with that this year. What a great rider. And Glenn Young, actually, too.
Yeah, Glenn is here. Yeah, Glenn is here. I'm not sure. He may be racing this weekend in the GP.
Oh, good. Very good. Hope to see that.
Hopefully we'll see him in the GP. But I seen, Glenn and Jennifer running around down in Performance Alley.
And they're so cool. All right, as you take a look out over the backstretch, your leaders going through that shortened backstretch that we are dealing with this year, which has made this actually just makes it a whole lot more technical. It's not just a horsepower race when you get to that backstretch these days.
Hey, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, here is your Kawasaki X2 update. Your Kawasaki X2 update. The Kawasaki X2 ridden by Danny Ortega, currently in 7th place.
Wow. Ortega's an animal. Ken Waddle out there as well, another awesome rider aboard boat number 95. And you know you're a good rider when you've got a Tiny holding for you, and Sam Nemi as well.
All right, again, coming up next, race number 26, be moto number 2 for the MVETS Ski GP class. Remember, there is no race number 27, so race number 28 you'll be coming up after 26.
I tell you, Tyler's starting to reel in Bonacci.
Well, you know why? Because Sipak Satura, he's pressing him. Yeah, he's pushing him right now. This is where sometimes mistakes can be made. That's what I'm sure that Sipak's hoping for right now.
Yeah, going to try to put a little bit of pressure on him. Jason Lester out alone in 4th place. Tony Martinez 5th, Hunter Dunn in 6th.
Tommy Bonacci, been racing for, well, it's got to be going, it's close to 30 years.
Is it 30 years now?
It's got to be close to 30 years.
Wow. Tommy, sponsored by Yamaha, IPD Graphics, and Bomber Eyewear. Not going to get just to see him in this class. You'll also have the opportunity to watch him in the vintage class coming at you this weekend, and that class is going to be as famous, I think, as some of the big guns we're watching.
You know, guess what? You know how many racers we have in that class?
How many?
40. 40 racers in the vintage class
Would
this
you like
weekend.
name just a few of them? Rob Flores is going to be in there. Mark Gomez, Tommy Bonacci. Well, Rob's got that new sponsor. I think that's what's been helping him out.
What's that, the Dirty Taco stand? Or?
Yes, sir. All right, taking a look at the split section as the leaders work their way to it. It's going to be Tyler Hill again on the inside. So Bonacci playing a strategy game after the start. He's actually pushing Tyler Hill to go into that inside split, taking the rougher water, and it has gotten very stirred up despite the fact that they've had pretty amazing conditions out here, almost lake-like flat conditions for these guys.
So again, look at Supak. Supak now pressing your race leader on the outside, and here comes Hill from the inside. The white flag comes out, going to be a drag race. Hill going to try to steal the line away.
Oh my gosh, and he does.
And Hill moves up into 1st place, and this can all but guarantee him another world title.
Wow, and Tommy Bonacci watching that world title slip away. He's still going to have a chance at the podium, but Sipak Satura trying to steal 2nd place, and in fact, I think he has done that.
Right, and if the top 3 stay where they are, they will all make the podium. And man,
in that order.
That
No,
looks
not
like
quite.
some rough water. Wouldn't have wanted to been that Marshall right there.
No, I wouldn't. I would glad he moved. Again, Tyler Hill, Sipak Satura, and then Tommy Bonacci. That's how your podium will look unofficially after they get past Tech.
Tyler Hill on a Sea-Doo, sponsored by K&N Yamaha.
And it's going to be Satura from Bangkok, Thailand, sponsored by True Visions, Black Tyler.
And they've already started the celebrations here in the stands.
You didn't even hear what I said. Black
Yeah.
Tiger.
That's your baby down there.
Renee, pace yourself.
Proud mama, she says.
And the proud pop. I noticed how the dad is super quiet. I see where the analyst side comes from.
Hey, he'll get loud when that checkered flag drops.
That's right.
It ain't over yet. We've seen crazy stuff out here. 36 years of being out here, you know, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, we have.
Just about everything.
And a lot of inspiring stuff as well. Okay, again, we are watching the sports spec class, and it is a few buoys away from Tyler Hill taking the world title.
Right, and Tyler Hill working the outside split, as is who was in second place, Tommy Bonacci. But here comes Satura. Satura might have a shot at overtaking that second place position and moving Bonacci one down on the podium tonight. So if things stay as they are, Bonacci will be in second. But if Satura gets past him, Satura will take second. Here comes Tyler Hill. We know who's going to be in first, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be that guy right there. Tyler Hill.
Tyler Hill taking your championship in sports spec, and it is going to be Tommy Bonacci holding off to that second spot, and Satura
and how about
third.
That?
Yep.
There you go.
Perfect camaraderie, as typical for jet ski racing here at the World Finals, as multiple countries come together to work their way through this week and get a ton of opportunities at an international stage and a beautiful podium. That is so awesome to
Passing
watch.
the torch.
Tony Martinez and the gang coming in there to give him a hug. Hunter Dunn going in.
Yeah. Good stuff. Here comes Martinez through. That was race number 25. What a great race. Exciting racing going on here in that sports spec class. Race number 26 is coming up next. Hey, by the way, we got some cold pizza to give away. Anybody hungry that came on a budget? We've got some ice cold pizza. Who said pizza? Who said they wanted? Thank you, Renee. Right. Well, everything you hear from me is unofficial, so no pizza for you.
Renee, thank you for giving us that update. Boy, I tell you what, that win really means everything to Tyler Hill. He has had Tommy Bonacci in his gun sights, but also has been a mentor for him in a lot of ways and has helped him out so much. But getting the opportunity to beat a legend in the sport, and Tommy Bonacci truly is. It is really, really cool. And Tommy, such a gentleman, coming right up there to congratulate him. Tommy's awesome.
Hey, Don.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how would you like to go to the Cayman Islands? Does anybody else want to go to the Cayman Islands?
Come on.
All you need to do is come on up here, sign up. We're going to draw a name, I believe, on Sunday. Just come on up here. The top is sign up with our security guard. Put your name and phone number. We're going to pull somebody out. It's just right up here. You walk up the steps right behind the stage. Walk right around here, up the steps, and the security guard will get you to sign up. Drop your name in the bucket. And, hell, you could be going to the Cayman Islands just like Don and I do.
I know. We're going to give that away on Sunday, so you guys have got the opportunity, but just come right up the stairs, give us your name, phone number, and email, and we will do that drawing on Sunday afternoon.
Sunday! You can go to the Cayman Islands.
Monday. Okay,
I'll
maybe
be
not
going
that
home.
quick, but pretty quick. What? Oh, my gosh. We have more celebrities in the house.
Uh-oh, Steve Strickland, the original race director for the IJSBA. Great to have Steve up here. Oh, my. Here we go. Obviously, for those of you listening in on the live stream, this is the amateur vet ski if you can't hear. All right, drop them pumps in the water. Daniel Martinelli again, Martinelli was the winner of the first moto. And Don, I don't know if you've seen, but he actually started halfway between the second and third pole.
Really?
Yeah, he actually won. So that's the first one that we've seen that actually started on the outside after taking a win in the moto.
Okay, so Daniel Martinelli lining up on that outside, but great start for Mike Dallaire, gentleman that was also on the pole position on the outside.
Yeah, it looks like Dallaire grabbing the whole shot on the outside. We'll see if he can make it stick. Again, the inside has been pretty quick here so far today. We'll see if that happens because, Don, again, things are starting to chop up out there. You know, it's not as calm as it was an hour ago. That's
no,
for
it really
sure.
wasn't. Some of that's the boat traffic, but I think some of that is we've had a little bit of a wind shift. 20% humidity today has been affecting the boats. Some of them, the light boats, a little bit more finicky on that inside split. Mike, one of your best friends as well as mine, Pete Zernick, will he get the whole shot?
There we go. Pistol Pete working left to right in front of you. Lake Havasu down the front straightaway, followed by Dallaire in second. Oh, look at this. Oh!
Wow.
That was close. That was really close to being really hairy. Now, I'm looking for Martinelli. I haven't seen Martinelli come through.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Marshall Brown. I see Brown.
Martinelli just came up into fourth.
Now, again, this is the amateur JetSki GP. We're not going to see him hit the log jumps here. How you doing, Thiago?
Doing good, brother.
Yeah, we're not going to see him hit the log jump here, but, you know, we talked about that a little bit.
Yes.
I would love to see the JetSki GP hit the log jump. And I believe you've got an interview, and I'm going to hand off my microphone here to my good friend, Steve Strickland.
Oh, thank you so much, Mike. I'd like to have you guys welcome a Hall of Famer for the IJSBA, none other than Steve Strickland, and a gentleman that we actually utilize because he's sort of famous for a multiple bunch of reasons, and one of those is that he was a part of one of the very first jet ski races ever in the United States. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Good. It is so awesome to see you and your daughter here as well.
Yes, the whole family's here.
You drive the whole family out.
Yep, they're all here.
You got to calm down. You got more energy.
I'm retired. I don't have anything else to do.
I can tell. This guy is fired up this week. It is great to see you. When did you get in?
Tuesday afternoon.
Oh my gosh! You bring your boat out?
I brought the first national championship boat that Doug Silverstein and I both won championships in 1978 on.
Oh gosh!
And
do you
it's
have them
down
down
in the
here?
museum.
Oh, I want to go take a look at that. Hey, let's talk about that really quick. Is that Jet Trims has got the Jet Ski Museum? If they got that set up again this year?
Yes, they do.
Oh, great! So we'll be sure and go down and see that. That is a rare opportunity.
That is a collection of the history of this sport.
Oh my! And some of the coolest things you'll ever see. We're talking jet skis, jet suits, wetsuits, equipment from the riders that started and when they did that national tour. And in fact, let's talk about that just a little bit because I know a story about you. I'm actually going to bust you. It involved bottle rockets and vans. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Tell them the story.
Well, we were doing a race in Keystone, South Dakota, right at the base of Mount Rushmore. And for some reason, we were at the steakhouse after the races on Sunday night, and the Keystone cop, a one-cop town, found me and knew that I was in charge. And for untellable reasons, I was told to gather up the jet skis and be out of town in 30 minutes. So the race the next weekend was the national championships at Lincoln, Nebraska. It was Kawasaki's 5-year anniversary having their manufacturing facility. So I rode in one of the vans with some of the racers, and for 4 hours on the interstate, we had a bottle rocket war between vans.
And that is why we love jet ski racing, because we're all just as crazy as Steve Strickland here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for giving us a warm welcome and letting us invite one of our favorite people up here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and it's great to be back for the 36th year in a row.
Oh, my gosh. It is awesome to have you as we join Mike Young back up here. You're awesome. You and your daughter hang out with us.
Oh, yeah.
Back out on the water.
I love
so
the Strickland family.
They are the best.
How you doing?
All right, let's see what happened. Well, it was.
what happened?
Well, I haven't seen. I've been interviewing. I need to get everybody up to date.
Well, what had happened was you were doing an interview.
That's what happened.
Obviously.
Obs.
All right. So it looks like the courtesy flags are coming up. I can tell you that.
Helpful.
And
all right, so it's Zernick in the lead.
Yeah, JetSki GP.
And Daniel Martinelli in second.
So Martinelli's actually moved his way through the pack because Dallaire was in second before the interview.
Yep, and so before the interview, Dallaire's moved back to third. And the way it looks right now, if Pete Zernick can hold on to that position right there, Mike, he's going to be your new world titleist because Daniel Martinelli won the first moto, but Pete Zernick got second.
Exactly, and we say it all the time up here, and some people just take it for granted, but second is just as good as a first in the second moto. All right, my good friend Iceman is up here. Wambleton is up here.
Yeah.
Say hi.
How you doing, Iceman? Everything good?
Oh, good.
Everything's perfect. Looking forward to tomorrow.
All right. How was that freestyle corral? Everything go good down there? Perfect. Okay, I'd like to hear that. They had a freestyle corral where they talked about the rules and what's legal and what's not. Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? We got our New Zealanders. Look out.
Hey, we've been giving out the hats and the T-shirts.
Yeah.
We love you, Chris Farnley. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, Farnley rocks.
All right, back to the track. Again, if Peter Zernick can hold on to that lead, and it's unfolding as we talk.
And speaking of unfolding, the white flag looks like it's unfolding. So Zernick a little bit closer to a world title here out of Sacramento, California.
And Zernick going to the outside split. Martinelli is going to take the inside. And Mike, is this going to be the white flag?
I don't know. They're kind of teasing us with it.
They are.
Wait for it.
Wait for it is right. Well, Kim Richardson seems to think Martinelli is going to get Zernick. Oh, Zernick blew that far turn wide just a smidge. And I think that was a smart call. The new leader is Martinelli.
So Martinelli goes into the lead, and he made the inside work for him.
Yeah, he really did, and that's rare.
One of the things that you need to do as a racer and keep your eyes on as a race fan is our course marshals are always moving in between the races. Now, they could have readjusted that course because they heard us talking about it up here.
Yeah. I would not at all be surprised. Blake Corning listens for that stuff, and I would be willing to bet that that's what happened because Martinelli, well, and I'll tell you the other thing, Martinelli trains like a maniac, so he has not slowed down the pace at all as well, and he just works that inside pretty well. He's very good technically. He's good on a slalom turn anyway. That helps on that inside split. So regardless of how it happened, he's your new leader, and pretty quickly, maybe a new world champion.
Well, I'll tell you, Martinelli, I got to give my hats off to him for the simple fact that he didn't get the greatest of starts. You know, he started in about 6th or 7th place, and he actually had to work his way through the pack. Only had 6 laps to do it. But this is a big course here in Lake Havasu this year. I'm going to say it's probably right around a minute 20 this year instead of the normal minute track that we have.
Yeah, we put a stopwatch on this a little bit earlier this week. On Tuesday, we caught some of the runabouts, and it was running about a minute 10 to a minute 40. And then on the ski class, it was running around 2.06 to 2.25.
Wow.
It's a big track.
It is a big track.
1.1 miles. And I'll get the number of buoys tomorrow, actually, from Blake.
Last time I seen a track this big, I was Bigfoot hunting.
You have never been Bigfoot hunting.
Well, I wanted to be.
Tell the truth. With snipe hunting.
Sasquatch. Actually, I eat the jerky. So again, there is the white flag. We waited for it. Martinelli, 1 lap to go. And people are going crazy in the streets of Buenos Aires, Argentina right now.
And for good reason. This guy has brought home so many world titles. He has yet to be denied a world title the last 6 years that he's been here.
Great guy, class act. Tough break there for Zernick. And Zernick been riding nationally for the last couple years, and you can tell he has really stepped up his game over the last couple years.
Yeah, he certainly has, and thanks to some great sponsors to include 1-800-RADIATOR, that actually helped him get out on the tour. And, of course, Skipper Fly and Gold Club SF as well.
Hey, by the way, we'd like to give a big shout out to my chauffeur, Sean Morris. Thank you so much, Sean. Snores is down there.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't even tell you where our first 3 stops were in Vegas yesterday, but I will later. I promise.
I actually, thanks to your Facebook feed, know exactly where your 3 stops were. However, your first stop should most definitely be right back here tomorrow morning. We've only got a couple more races here today, but join us once again. You go straight from YouTube and go to JetskiNworld, or come right to IJSBA.com. Regardless, we still got a bunch of racing coming at you. This was just Thursday, day 4. We've still got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday where all the pros make their way out onto the line. We've got a ton of awesome interviews for you as well. Special thanks to all the guys from JetskiNworld.
Yeah, thanks to all the good guys at JetskiNworld. They're doing a great job. This is their first year here with us, and we'd like to welcome them, and we're very proud to have them help here with us.
Yeah, we certainly
thanks
are.
Thanks for your help, guys.
Definitely been a great family reunion of all the different racers from around the world. Over 30 countries. We'll get you those numbers tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of great feedback from the coverage here. You know, we've been checking our Facebook and everything like that. So thanks to everybody for watching in, and we hope you continue to watch in JetskiNworld right here.
Yep.
Explosion World Finals.
Love you, Nunn, and love you, Mike Root.
How about that, Daniel Martinelli?
All right, taking the win.
Taking the win and the title. It's got to be a little frustrating for Pete.
Still had a heck of a race.
But,
Pete Cernick with the whole shot. Still going to get second overall.
You know
Locked that in.
If you make the podium in the amateur vet ski GP at Lake Havasu, you have nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, heck no.
Hello, hey, Nedra. Nedra, can you hear us on there? Can you say hello? They want to get you on the camera. They want to get you on the camera from Jet Ski and Daily. #1 fan right down there, Nedra Atwood. She's been coming here since, well, before we were coming here.
Yeah.
So
long time.
A Lake Havasu local that really brings out a lot of enthusiasm and has done a great job putting together that Junior Stars program along with Chris Haggis.
Yep, and she is a constant reminder of just one of the reasons why we do this every year, and that is because we have got the best fans anywhere in the world. I would put you guys up against anybody. We love you, and we really appreciate you watching.
We love you, Nedra. All right, coming up next, it looks like it's going to be the junior ski 13 to 15 lights class, and I don't have any paperwork on it. Oh, you got some? There we go. Thank you very much. So 2 more races to go today, and then happy hour BJ's.
Or if you'd like, we can also go shopping. We've still got a ton of opportunities for you back there. Jet Tribe is open. I see Eric Malone in the house, EME.
Yep.
Also, we've got Bomber Eyewear open, talking about Tommy Bonacci, giving him a little prop. Who else, Mikey?
Oh, we got Blosian back here. Got Abaco sunglasses right beside the grandstand just to our left. We've got Works. We've got H2O Designs. We've got our good friends Rick Roy Products down there at the end by Scat Track. Jet Trims down there. Tara Lejo, guest bartender at the Bud Light booth at the far left-hand side. TC Freeride is in the house. Got a food truck. We got all kind of crazy stuff going on. Bomber Eyewear, real-time pain relief. They are here. Jet Tribe is here. We've got Rhino Power right behind the Tower of Power. And, of course, you can't forget our good friends at the Flip Flop Shop.
Oh, I love those guys. John and the gang down there always bring the coolest foot gear. And, of course, Hot Products and Rick Roy here as well.
Scott Sato and the Hot Products crew. Glad to have them out here.
RRP. Okay, we're on to Junior Ski Lights.
You know who isn't open today?
Who?
Is Hydroturf. I thought Hydroturf would totally be open today.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, they're located right behind us, but they've been shut down all day long. So
right.
we'll try to get you a story on that later, folks.
411. Speaking of Junior Ski Lights, 13 to 15 on the line. Boat number 11NZ is Ben Morris out of Christchurch, New Zealand.
Boat number 124 on the Yamaha out of the United Arab Emirates. Riding for Shari Marine Club. That is Sultan Al Dawadi.
And Abdullah Alamadi out of the UAE, sponsored by the Sharjah Marina Club as well on boat number 3.
Boat number 50 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Riding for Addiction Industries, Perry Concepts, Tom Ski, and JC Racing, Brady Corson.
And out of Norway, he is sponsored by Fana Beltex, TED Champion Oil, as well as Flexible Tire, boat number 332, Oliver Lizeth.
Boat number 299 from right here in Lake Havasu City, riding for Tech 1 Racing, jet trim, 100% Bell helmets and jet pilot. It's Teo Bomber.
And on the 113, he is out of Morocco, sponsored by FRMM and DHTA and Something Performance. It is Adman Yassirmi Caro.
And out of Norway, riding for Bernston VVS and Blosian, boat number 83 atop the Yamaha Viljar Bernston.
Hailing from New Zealand, Christchurch as well. Farnley's Jet Ski sponsored. He's also sponsored by Paul Hussey and Panel Beaters. Why do you always get the coolest sponsors, Chris? Boat number 23 is Mitch Farley. Oh, goodness.
Good stuff. Boat number 77 will be riding atop of Kawasaki out of Estonia. That is Mateus Simon.
And out of Thailand, sponsored by PTT, it's boat number 9, Tirapat Makai.
And from Bergen, Norway, boat number 112 atop the Yamaha, that is Alexander Colland.
Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, sponsored by Sun Solutions, C57 Racing and Glass Tinning, and also Arnold Service, it is Stevie Bascom on 141.
And from Bergen, Norway, sponsored by Sletten Electro, as well as Hot Sport Motors, boat number 107 on the Yamaha, Das Martin Drange.
And out of Livermore, California, sponsored by Jet Trim, Quakey Sense, Ultimate Watercraft, and Divas Bling, 831 is Talon Chambers.
And out of Thailand, it's boat number 142. We call him KT up here. His name is Kazdeep Tertapip. That is, he's going to be on boat number 142. That's going to round out your field of competitors, and you notice that we talked about Talon there toward the end of the line, and Talon, a real tough break there in that first moto, and it's just one of the hard knocks that you grow up with. He's already got a world title this year, but he had hole shotted and actually had a boat issue in moto number 1, so look for him to be the spoiler out here.
Yes, I can only imagine that now is a little bit of a time for redemption. Another cool thing about Talon, if you have the opportunity to take a look down there, most riders line up on the left-hand side, put their holders on the right. He's goofy-footed, though, so he actually starts on the right-hand side of the ski. And his dad, of course, down there holding him.
Yeah, Art Chambers, Hall of Famer.
He's sort of famous. His wife's pretty darn famous, too.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Brenda.
Where is Miss Brenda?
She's hiding.
She's hiding? Oh, there she is. Hi, Brenda. How you doing? We love you. All right, here we go. Looks like they're getting ready to make a call to order down here, I'm hoping. Where are we at? Current time on deck is, it's 5 after 4. 5 after 4. Not doing too bad on time today.
No, not too. I think we have a sunset around 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah, exactly.
6:18.
Exactly. Where will you be?
Oh, boy, who knows? Probably shopping.
Okay, perfect. Hey, by the way, don't forget, we're going to do...
Yeah,
I was going to say, let's talk a little bit about, we're going to do, we're going to call it the After Dark show.
Yeah,
beginning tomorrow.
Yep, tell me more.
Yeah, it's going to be like an hour show. We're going to take like a 15-minute break after the last race, and then we're going to stay on the live stream for an hour. And it's kind of, we're going to have some racers up here talking to us about how the racing went, some sponsors, that type of thing. Just kind of like a post-game show that you might watch, on your local television station.
This is a brainchild. Mike and I wanted to do this for years. We always hang up here for a little bit after the races, and we talk about the boats that we've seen and some of the cool things that happened during the day. We also talk about some of the new products that we've, happened to get the opportunity to see or test out. And we wanted to share that with you, and we wanted to have it be fun.
Exactly.
So that's why we're calling it the After Dark. And,
right. You know what the idea came from was, do you remember how Personal Watercraft Illustrated used to have those, like it was come up, Tara Lejo.
Great, as well as, look at his name dropping. We're just awful. Tim McKercher, I think, might be able to get him in to talk a little bit about the new Sea-Doo. And it looks like we are getting the horses ready to go out of the gate.
Well, it looks like we had to replace a buoy there. That green buoy, second to last buoy from the inside split, had to be replaced. So they went ahead, they replaced that. Race number 28 on the line, 2 more to go. And that's the show.
This, to me, has got to be the toughest time in the race, right? When you are lined up behind that rubber band.
Ready to go.
And they put you on pause. And you got way too much time to sit in your head. You're killing Nedra. Man, we've seen some amazing racing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Right, look at all the butterflies hovering right there.
Oh, yeah. And it makes it even worse because you're on the second moto.
Right.
So it's like everything, all the bananas are right here.
Reminds me of being in the Marine Corps. Hurry up and wait.
Yeah. And it's really, really at this point where you see the experienced riders really being able to stay internalized. They stay focused. They don't get distracted, regardless of what the announcers are saying.
Exactly. If this was Sunday, normally I would see a couple of those riders, they would have their holder just kind of steady their boat, and they would walk back to the rocks, just kind of stretch out, stay limber.
I'll tell you, you want to know why? Actually, give you a couple of reasons why for that.
Okay.
One of them is when you're in the water, if you have practice starts, you want to remember that everything is practice makes permanent. It's not practice makes perfect, right?
Right.
So it is a system. And when you get there and you're setting up with the holder, I'm prepping for that start. So if I walk away from that, I give my body an opportunity to just relax a little bit, drop the heart rate, so that when I do step back up to the boat, I'm ready to go. But if you try to keep maintaining that adrenaline, it just wears out your resources and you get tired quicker. Just one little. Yeah. I actually learned that from one of the top racers in the world. No, Tara Lejo, actually. Dr. Phil. Dr.
Phil. Hold on, I think that tree's going dead.
That was awesome. Wow. Oh, we've had way too much fun at the announcer booth. I am actually going to share this with you, but please take this in the spirit that it was meant. So Mike's over here trying to switch the battery out, and Dave turns to him and says, "You're playing with the wrong end." These are the moments that I live with every day in the announcer tower at the World Finals. Pretty awesome. You've been watching the live stream from JetskiNworld. And we have been bringing some pretty awesome races from novice class and the amateur classes, and we still have a lot to go. We haven't even had an opportunity to see freestyle yet, and that's going to be coming at you. Don't forget, we've got the Blosian freestyle event Saturday night. Very popular right by the London Bridge. And actually, we got a little bit of change of venue this year and a change of date for the Parade of Nations. We're actually having the Parade of Nations Saturday night, and that will happen right before the Blosian Freestyle Expression Session. A term, actually, that I do believe Mike Young coined.
Yeah, we used to actually call the Expression Session in the National Arena Cross Series. That was when we did an autograph session after the show. And what we would do is we would stay there at the stadium until every last person got an autograph. So that was our Expression Session, and we were expressing our love for all of our great fans.
Aww. Speaking of that, we're going to be having a bunch of autograph opportunities for you. Maybe Dave Arnold, Chuck Dean, or Mike.
Shaka Khan.
Right.
That's what I thought. I thought I heard some music going. I was ready to start dancing.
Me too. Do you ever feel like you have the city worker mentality going on out there? I think the course marshals are out there hanging out, recapping the last race.
3 guys watching one work. It's totally a city job.
It's a city job.
Could be a county job.
Oh, it's awesome.
I'd like to say a special hello to Tanya Ramjeet, who is in the house with us. Hello, Miss Tanya. Great to have you here from the Cayman Islands. Very nice to see you. DP is over there as well. Got the whole Cayman crew over there. Speaking of the Cayman Islands, you know, we had talked to everybody out there. If you're interested in possibly going to the Cayman Islands and it not costing you anything, stop on up here. Our security guard right back here behind the stage, or is right up here at the top of the steps. All you got to do is sign your name, sign your phone number, and we're going to draw this on Sunday, give away a free trip to the Cayman Islands. And you'll stay at Moritz Resort. Don't cost you anything to enter. All you got to do is walk to the top of the steps. So don't give me the labor pains, just show me the baby. All right, so they're starting to pull them back now as we're trying to get this this green buoy situated out here, and they're having a little more problem than what they thought they would have, Dave.
Yeah, I guess they had to figure out how to tie the knot there. Took 3 of them to figure it out. Good union job. Love those. It's like you see on the side of the freeway, the construction workers. There's 10 guys holding the shovel up, and there's 1 guy telling them how to do it.
Right, exactly. Meanwhile, there's a backhoe that's not running right behind him.
Exactly. Well, it looks like they got it all figured out. The buoy's set up. That means we're going to get our guys turned around. And they have waited long enough, Mike, I think.
Yeah, I think they have. They've been down there on the line for about 12, 15 minutes.
I hope they were all visualizing the course. Well, you know, Mike, that's actually, I think, our first buoy this weekend that's broke through, and we've had that happen a few times in the past.
Well, yeah, I mean, we ran 34 the first day.
37, Miss Dawn did all by herself.
Yeah, 37, and we had like 24 yesterday, and then we got 20. We went through 27 so far today. Well, not lose the buoy. That speaks volumes about how well they're set up, because you know that they've been rubbing them buoys out there.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they hit those things. They want to hug the buoy coming around, but remember, they do hit back.
All right, looks like we got everybody back in place now. Just waiting for the A-OK from the flag stand.
All right, time to light the fires and kick the impellers. Mike, we're going to pick this off here. Junior ski 13 to 15 lights. Moto number 2.
Winner of Moto number 1 was Ben Morris out of Christchurch, New Zealand. Riding for Marshall Brown Advertising. We'll see if he can make it stick. He'll be starting from the inside pole. Let's see what kind of start he gets. Talon Chambers with a good start here on the outside, and it looked like Ben Morris on the inside. We'll let you know more as they work their way back around to our start-finish line. Keep your eyes on Sultan and Abdullah Alamati. So it is going to be Morris on the inside. He was starting from pole position, took a first in the first moto. Definitely an odds-on favorite coming in here to Moto number 2. Race number 29, final race of the day, should be working their way to the starting line. That is Moto number 2 for the Pro-Am Ski Lights. And we will be reopening the log jumps. Yes.
Ooh, for the last race of the day to kick it off. So Morris and Chambers, they're going to come together. Here we go. Who's going to get the whole shot?
Chambers coming from the outside. Morris will be coming from the inside. Chambers will have the drive, but here comes Morris. A handful of throttle. He takes a look over, and he's got Chambers right there in his back pocket. So again, Morris, Chambers, and it looks like the 3-3-2 of Oliver Lisseth out of Norway, riding for Fanablick, as well as Champion Oil and FlexX. Wow, some great battles going on back there for 5th and 6th position. I seen one of the numbers that looked like it was Abdullah Alamati and 23 Mitchell Farnley out of New Zealand. So again, final race of the day, Pro-Am Ski Lights. Pro-Am Ski Lights coming to the starting line. Pro-Am Ski Lights.
So if you pay attention up the top left-hand side, that is our leader, Mike.
Yeah.
What do we got?
I just seen somebody else holding Nedra's bell, and
Did that just freak you out?
Uh-oh, yeah, because one year Boober actually put a bounty on it.
Uh-oh.
Just saying. So again, you can see the holders working their way back to the pit area as Simon clears them and brings in the next group, which will be the final group of the day. I'd like to say a special thanks to everybody for showing up and hanging out with us here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day filled with some great racing and best friends that you could ever find in the whole world.
Absolutely, Mike. I agree with you. It's so great to be back with you and Mike and Don once again here in the Tower of Power.
That's right. Your leader is still Ben Morris out of Christchurch, New Zealand, riding for Marshall Brown Advertising. He works his way around the bubble and into the horseshoe. Talon Chambers still in second place position. Talon, one of these youngsters, but schooled very early by his, racing parents. And this kid's got a lot of sponsors for being as young as he is. He's out of Livermore, California. That's where the GoPed was invented, incidentally. Yes. And he rides for Jet Trim, Quakey Sense, Ultimate Watercraft, and Divas Bling. He's got that blinged out vest. You check out Talon's vest. Oh, yeah. All right, Oliver Lisette still in that third place position, again out of Norway. And Bad Betty has made her way to the stands. Great to see you, Miss Nanette. Herbo going to be racing in this next one, Aaron Sanchez. So again, Ben Morris, and Ben, I'll tell you what, this kid rides really good. He's easy to pick out. He's running the same boat that the Marshall Brown has been running. And Marshall actually brought that boat, ran it on the tour last year. Got to see him a little bit on the tour. So,
and you got to say how impressive that boat is to run so many motos and still just tugging away out front.
Right, and again, it's a lights class, so you're basically looking at bolt-on performance.
Like it.
Like it. I love me some bolt-on performance. You got that right.
Well, one of the... Just got that, Mike. I'm quick.
All right, Morris, your race leader, getting ready to drop into the front straightaway. Working left to right in front of you, Lake Havasu. Chambers still in second, and the courtesy flags are coming up. We are halfway home in this one. And this one here, a 6-lap, second moto final. 3 laps down, 3 laps to go. Ben Morris is in control. Last moto, he won by 17 seconds. And again, it looks like he's picking up where he left off. Now, he didn't have Talon Chambers to contend with. Chambers had actually gotten the whole shot. Here comes Oliver Lasita. Look at this battle for fourth. Things are heating up out there as we get to the halfway mark, just past the halfway mark. Oh, and another great battle going on here in the back. And I believe that is your battle for a 10th spot. Kaland?
124. Those are the battles.
Okay, yeah, the battle for fourth between 124 Sultan Al Mahdi from United Arab Emirates and Teo Baume.
That's one definitely to keep an eye on back there.
Teo, I'm sure that he would love to take home a podium spot here, this being his home lake, his backyard, his stomping grounds. Don't you come in my backyard.
I'll tell you, there's both him and his brother do a lot of cross training. See him at a lot of the Road to Mammoth races out there in Southern California.
Ah, so they're doing a little bit of motocross too.
Yes,
those cross training.
Definitely.
There we go. Nothing wrong with that.
I look at my sheet and I go, where do I recognize that name? Oh, Water Boys.
Hey, once again, by the way, this will be the last opportunity today for you to come up and sign up for that free Cayman Islands trip. Again, Moritz Resort. I've stayed there. It's an amazing place. You will not regret it. I mean, all you got to do is just walk up the steps, and the security guard's right back here. Just he's got a piece of paper. You sign the piece of paper. You drop it in the box. Drop it like it's hot, and you could be going to the Cayman Islands.
So if I
believe it's a trip. I don't know. I don't know if it's a trip
I'm
for two.
trying to figure this out.
Okay, I believe. Well, I know it's one trip for sure.
Well, if it is, can I use someone else's name?
If you're like me, and you like to roll solo. All right, looks like we got somebody coming in on the gaff over there. And unfortunately, that jet spray, we can't see the number. The pump wash coming out from the course marshal boat. Meanwhile, not going to affect Ben Morris out of Christchurch, New Zealand. Boat number 3. Okay. Oh, tough break there for Abdullah Alamati. He looked like he was going to take a podium spot. Took a third in the first moto, and unfortunately.
Oliver Elizabeth there going, I'm sorry, the 333. That was Oliver's on the 332.
That's Ollie.
Yep. Taking a look.
Oliver Laseith.
The Brady course in there on the number 50, local out of Lake Havasu. Was it? That's his boat. No, it's Brady. No, Brady there, coursing.
Nice. Yeah. So once again, coming up next will be our final race of the day. Moto number 2, Pro-Am Ski Lights. Pro-Am Ski Lights. Moto number 2 coming up next. Log jump will be open after the first lap. So make sure that you stick around for that one before you do anything. How's everybody doing down here in the stands? Everybody doing okay? You guys been kind of quiet here lately. Are you doing all right? See the thumbs up. Everybody hydrated? There we go. Cayman Islands is cool. They got that.
Mike, the white flag has come out.
It looks like the Cayman Islands folks are enjoying some American cuisine over there. I mean, a hamburger. I'm just saying. They're used to all them great fish dishes and all them great seafood over there.
So 1 lap to go here. Chambers still in the second spot, but I'll tell you, Chambers now getting a little heat up there. See the 299 of Teo Bomer.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing the spoiler right now as we take a look down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He took a 15th in the first moto.
When I die, hope everyone remembers me. We know we can break them. We know we can break them. We know we can break them down. We know we can break them.
So again, our junior 13 to 15 class, and the most riders that we've seen today in one class, the most riders that we've seen today has been this class right here. They had to qualify to get in. We took the top 7 from our first heat, top 7 from the second heat. They ran an LCQ. We took the top 2. Unfortunately, I believe there's like 7 or 8 of them that are actually sitting in the stands watching this.
Yes.
You know, and I'm sure that they're cheering on their friends.
That's been a rough one, and I'll tell you another one to keep an eye on also this weekend. 40 competitors in the 550 class. There's going to be a lot of competitors in the grandstands in that one.
Oh, yeah, vintage class. That's going to be a good one. They're going to run 2 heats of 20, take the top 10 from each heat, not even going to an LCQ.
So cool.
Right. In it to win it, baby. Actually, pin it to win it.
Pin it to win it. At a neck-breaking speed of, what, 48 miles an hour?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. They used to look so fast back in the day, you know? You look at these guys nowadays, and it's like, holy smokes.
Man,
now, there we go. Great move right there. I don't know if you juniors who are sitting on the sidelines watching this, but if you noticed, Ben Morris actually went out and took the penalty buoy, even though he didn't miss a buoy. It's insurance. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Your new world champion in the junior ski lights class, Ben Morris out of Christchurch, New Zealand, sponsored by Grace Removals, as well as the Marshall Brown. And look at this battle for a second. Looked like Teo Bomber was coming on hard, but Talon Chambers able to fend off the charges.
And it looks like Sultan Alawadi, the 124, he's going to end up second overall, unofficially. That's what I'm looking at. Now, third is going to be the question, Mike.
Right, exactly. Well, here comes 5th place in this race. Boat number 23.
Ooh. It would be Mitchell
Farn. Yeah, another New Zealander, another Kiwi in the house. So Kiwi's taking first and fifth in this race right here. Kiwi Nation came over to play.
Well, Mike, they're gonna have to figure this one out in timing scoring down there and for third. But we do know Ben Morris, the world champion.
Pro-Am Ski Lights coming up next. Can Phil Seegers do it? Took a world championship a little earlier this week. Took a first in the first moto. And here we go. We had his dad up here, Bart, who is he's a race director over in Europe.
Well, you know something very cool, Mike? They've got a very good friend of theirs that came with them from Belgium. And we've got the Wacko Bracco.
Wacko Bracco.
I love it. Happy birthday, Wacko Bracco.
Yeah, happy
24
birthday.
Years old.
24 years fast.
24 years fast, that's right. Welcome to Watercraft Racing. Hopefully you'll realize that, well, I say from the two wheels. And I want to say congratulations on getting into the motocross here. You're one fast guy over in Belgium. Hopefully we'll see you race at the World Finals here next year, my friend. Happy birthday, Wacko Bracco.
Happy birthday to you.
A lot of birthdays going on.
That's right. A lot of birthdays, a lot of anniversaries. A lot of Facebook going on this week. That's what's really going on.
Instagram.
Right, exactly. At World Finals, www.JetskiNworld.com. That's where you'll find the live stream. Or at IJSBA.com. Of course, the IJSBA are sanctioning body here and have been for the last 36 years. We've come out here for this duel in the desert.
Well, Mike, we have moto number 2, the last race on the line.
Yeah.
Pro-Am Ski Lights. Let's talk about who's out there, and you talked about him already.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, he took a win the first moto. It comes to us out of Belgium. Rides for Quakey Sense, B&J Blotion, Rhino Power Jet Trim, JSU, and Pro Watercraft on the B16, Phil Seegers.
And here's one man that wants to knock Phil off that podium. He rides the 333. He comes to us from Bergen, Norway, riding the Phantom Blink, Tech 7, Zamping Oil, V-Guard. Listen.
Boat number 11, NZ, out of Christchurch, New Zealand, riding for Littleton Engines, Sutton Ross, Upright Scaffolding, and Roberts Plant. The 11 NZ is Robbie Sutton. And let me tell you something about that 11 NZ. That boat been ridden more than Seattle Slew.
All right, coming to it from Lake Stevens, Washington. He's on the number 723. Give it up, Curtis Pittman.
Boat number 102, out of Wisconsin, riding for Tomsky, Perkins Performance, Ultimate Watercraft. And Raceworks Plumbing, it's Justin Dreeder.
Coming to us from Wadsworth, Illinois, riding for the Jet Renew, Wasner, Wendricks Real Estate, Bellray, EVS, IPD, the 190, Mike Wendricks.
Boat number 46, riding atop of Kawasaki, coming to us out of Thailand, riding for PTI. That's Pradit Nerdy.
He's on the Valet Racing team out of Argentina. He's on the 212, Julian Emil Tote.
Boat number 901, atop the Yamaha from Boulder City, Nevada, riding for High Speed Industries. And the Liquid Militia, Joseph Morneau.
He used to live in SoCal, makes his home now in Surprise, Arizona. He's on the number 31, Jet Renew, Commander Industries, Aaron Sanchez.
And boat number 26, atop the Kawasaki out of Aubrey, Texas, riding for KMG Racing, Jet Sports, and IPD Graphics, Caleb Kyle.
On the C21, coming to us from Saskatoon, Canada, Commander Industries, Scott Track, Rockstar Energy, Mike Dallaire.
And rounding out the field, Tita Batch Cicerai, that riding for What's Up and Imagine, as well as Flamingo. And battling.
They're beating and banging, Mike.
I'll tell you what, that's Rubbins Racing, right? As long as you're holding that line, or trying to hold that line. Obviously, a little bit of chop out there. You're not going to be able to be 100%, but we'll let you know who the leaders are as they come back around. Again, Phil Seegers was your winner in moto number 1, so he'll be the one with the bullseye on his back. So we're gonna get the long eyes out and grab some numbers for you here. try to get them before they come back in through our start-finish line. So Seegers on the inside. And the inside, and the boat number 11, NZ on the outside. Robbie Sutton again out of New Zealand. That boat just won a world title. And there we go. It's Seegers, followed by the 333 of Vigard Lisseth. So Lisseth working his way around the bubble, and they are coming in hot back there in 6th, 7th, and 8th place. Yeah, this is the final race of the day. Final race of the day. This is the Pro-Am Ski Lights. 7 laps here in this one, which means we get 6 laps with the log jump.
7:23 and that's
7:23. Curtis Pittman in 4th. That's where he placed in moto number 1. Mike Windricks in 5th. Windricks took a 6th in the first moto on the 190 Kawasaki. Windricks again out of Wadsworth, Illinois, racing for Jet Renew, as well as Bell Ray and Ultimate Watercraft. Windricks Real Estate.
And then behind him is going to be Julian Tote on the 212 out of Argentina.
Yeah,
obviously,
Julian got smacked in the hand on the way up to the starting line. Yeah, the course marshal going over there and say, no. You don't ride your boat up. You have your holder bring your boat up. You walk your boat up.
And I think Mr. Monkowski could be a little intimidating.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd run too.
So your race leader, Phil Seegers, the ball is in his court.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're dribbling, you're going down, you got nobody in front of you, and are you going to make that layup, or are you going to stuff it home?
Or it's an 8 ball.
I would stuff it home.
I'd stuff it home too. Yep.
All right, let's see if he can put some real estate between he and second place, because this race is far from over. They have not hit the log jump yet, but they are just about to, folks. Next time around.
I'll tell you, watch this kid on the log jump. He is smooth.
Right, and here's the other thing too. It's because they practice with log jumps a lot over there in Europe. I like going over there. I know that when we went to Bergen, Norway, last year, them guys, had several log jumps, and it really turns the boys to men. That's all I got to say. Here we go. There's 1, 2 Seegers facing the log jump. Remember, that middle one's got a little hump to it. Looks like a camel out there in the middle. He's going to work onto the right-hand side of him. Up, over, up, over, up, over. Okay, smooth, like a hot knife through butter.
Textbook.
Right, and again, starting to work on that lead already with a 4-second lead over Vigard. Vigard Lisseth, 333 out of Norway, still in that second-place position. Uh-oh, we've got a sinker. Yeah, that was Windricks. Yep. And Windricks, a moto guy, you wouldn't expect that for him, but this is a lot different than motocross, man. You got an ever-changing track out there. Yep. In motocross, when you're running the track, you're going to come back, you're going to hit that same rut every time, whereas here, you're working with the water, man. You don't know what it's going to be like that next time around.
Well, the jumps don't move in water. They don't move in the dirt bikes.
That's
same
right.
Place.
So these reach up and they bite you.
And they hit a wet spot.
Exactly. Phil Seegers, again, out of Belgium, sponsored, making his sponsors proud, really. Quakey Sense and B&J, Blosian, Rhino Power, as well as Jet Trim, JSU, and Pro Watercraft, all supporting Seegers this weekend. And I'll tell you, I would be pretty stoked if I was sponsoring Seegers, too, because he's already won 1 world title and looks like he is on his way to another world title.
Agreed.
Doo-dah. Pro-Am Ski Lights final race of the day. I believe we're going to get started tomorrow, bright and early. I'd like to invite everybody to come out and enjoy Lake Havasu with us tonight. Go out, it doesn't matter where you go. Just come out, have a good time, and support the community here locally.
Enjoy yourself.
I'm telling you.
Responsibly.
Here comes Seegers. Seegers counting them laps down, and I'm sure his father's down there.
Vigard, he's still within a striking distance. Mike.
Right, well, Vigard Lisseth took a 2nd in the first moto, so if Vigard can get past Seegers, he will take the overall title. Here we go, Seegers into the log jump. There's 1, okay. Congratulations, you passed with an A.
Hip hop, hippity hop.
Oh, gets sideways in a one-handed facehugger after the 3rd log jump, and that has got to take the wind out of his sails.
Had to pull his goggles off there. That's going to be rough.
Oh, what a tough break there. Now meanwhile, on the other side, on the flip side, Seegers has got to be smiling like that clown from that one movie, you know, all the way ear to ear.
Meanwhile, back in the back cave.
Right. Another skimmer sub there for Windrix. I think that those log jumps got in Windrix's head that last time. Did a little skimmer sub after that third one.
And it's kind of weird. You can see it starting to move, pop up and down. You got to kind of time that, you know, a little throttle control through there, because that can throw you the wrong way, as you saw, sideways. Not the way you want to go over the log jump.
You know, we're talking about the pro ski class here. This is the lights division. For you, Dave Arnold, who is the smoothest rider you ever seen over the log jumps?
Well, they call him the jammer, Jeff Jacobs.
I'm thinking the same thing. I'll never forget, back at the Nautical, they had the three set up like right in front of the crowd, right in front of announcing, and they had them really spaced out, and it was like 2 burps of the throttle, and Jacobs was over all of them. Him and Sheldon.
I was going to say, Slasher second.
Yeah, 2 of the best to go over log jumps out here. Wow. So a 13.5-second lead right now for your leader. And again, not making any mistakes over those log jumps. And you can tell this kid's been training. He looks really good out there. Phil Seegers, your race leader. Bottom right-hand side of the track, Vigard Lissette still maintaining that second-place position. And here comes Robbie Sutton out of New Zealand.
Well, you got to say, Vigard, though, I got to say, after getting a little bit sideways off that, he didn't let it get into his head.
Right. You know, and if you're an odds maker, you know, this is the way you got to call it right here, because that's the way they took in the first moto. You know, Seegers was in first, Lissette in second, Sutton in third. And that's the way they stand down here now, second and final moto, only about 2.5 laps to go.
What's the vig? What's the vig on the bet? Come on, don't you bet in Vegas? The vig.
Oh, the vig. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. They're popping. They look like a grasshopper colony through the log jump. My goodness. And laying it down. I'm telling you. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez on the move.
He's got a little company behind him. You see him a note back in the 901.
Yeah, some great racing going on back here, 6th and 7th place. Meanwhile, Seegers trying to extend that lead. He's only got about 2.25 laps to go. What's going through your head, Dave? If you got 2.25 laps to go, world title, you've already got 1 under your belt, but you've got 6 more times to hit that log jump.
Man, that kid, I can tell you right now, world title on his belt, he is no stranger. He's actually thinking good thoughts. He's just, going through in his head everything he goes through every time. Where the buoys are, stay smooth, breathe. So important to breathe, Mike.
Right.
By the time you get all excited and you intend to hold your breath, then the arm pump starts. It's all about being relaxed, zen.
And Vigard still in second place. Now, Vigard, on the other hand, he's hoping for a trip, slip, a bobble, anything. And Seegers just perfect over the log jump. Looked really good over the log jump. And here comes Lissette. Lissette going to work to the right-hand side. That's been the favorite. That's kind of been the rut section.
Yep. Ooh, rut section. A little sideways almost again.
Able to hold it together. Robbie Morris still there.
You know, also I used to think that was also pretty darn good.
I'm sorry, Robbie Sutton.
Kevin Redder back in the day was pretty darn good at those log jumps also.
Yeah, Kevin Redder. I've seen him in the pits. I believe we're going to see him racing on Saturday and Sunday this weekend.
See if he's still got it.
.212 exiting the log jump. That is Julian Emily Tot out of Argentina, riding for the Veloy racing team. 102 in the 6th spot, Justin Treater out of Wisconsin. Just in Wisconsin a couple weeks ago. In Wausau, Wisconsin for the Gulf Racing Fuels Powerboat Nationals. Good times up there. We did have a boat flip over, but everybody was okay. All righty, once again, your leaders, top left-hand side of the track, Phil Seegers, closing in on a second world title. And here comes the shuttle boat for the casino, and we all know that that throws up a huge wake. Now, is he going to get around this white flag before it gets over here to the log jump? Because that could be, that could spell catastrophe.
Oh, there it is, the white flag for Phil Seegers. He got one more lap to go to hopefully see his second world title this year. Right, you know, Mike, luckily that's the small ferry. The bigger one comes out this weekend.
Right, Vigard-Lesseth still in second place, and here comes Seegers. One more time, he's got to get over him. 1, 2, hit the back end. Oh, and he gets over it. Hit the back end on those second two, though. Here comes Lesseth. Lesseth, hop over the top. One more time.
And Robbie Sutton right behind him. Nice and smooth over the first one, the second one. And he makes it over the third one.
Battle the nations right now. You got Belgium, who is out in front in this race right here, followed by Norway in second, New Zealand in third, and who is that wheeling over?
I do believe the 1-2. Nope. Take it back. It's a blue boat.
Was that Justin Trader?
Justin
Trader.
Well, I was right. Wisconsin.
I had some cheese curds up there, man. The cheese curds and the beer to die for. Just saying. Think of Wisconsin, what do you think of? Schlemiel. Schlemazel. We're going to do it. All right, so again, closing in, checkered flag getting ready to come out, and it has been the Phil Seegers show. Oh, look at this.
Sanchez in a battle there. The 46?
46, yeah. Pray did bury. Meanwhile, the checkered flag coming out over here on the left-hand side for the final time today.
How about that? Phil's going to give Wacko Bracco his birthday present. 2 world titles. He came over from Belgium to watch him do it. And he's going to pull it off. Phil Seegers.
Right, Phil Seegers taking a win. Congratulations, number 16. You earned it. Phil, sponsored by Quakey Sands. Vigard-Lesseth.
Great ride by Vigard.
Yeah, great ride by Vigard. And I'll tell you, here's the sportsmanship. This is what I'm talking about.
These kids.
Gotta love it.
And you got to give it up also to, I tell you, Robbie Sutton and that number 11, that thing is bulletproof.
That's right. And the New Zealand flag is flying up here on the announcing tower. Gotta love it. Congratulations. 723, Curtis Pittman in fourth. That's exactly where he placed in the first moto. So again, that's the way they'll stand. Regarding anything crazy in tech, Seegers will take the overall. Vigard-Lesseth in second. Robbie Sutton in third.
And then it looks like Julian Tote.
That is your podium. Once again, I'd like to say a special thanks to all you great fans for coming out. Thank you so much. Billy Bates, thank you for coming out, buddy. Good to see you.
What's up, Billy?
My partner, he's a former Wisconsin, right? Yeah, I remember back in those Region 6 days.
Region 9.
And look at this. We still got a battle here.
And there's
Sanchez. Oh, look at Sanchez.
Said mine.
Yep, that's right.
And Joey Minot right behind him on the 901.
All right. So once again, I'd like to say a very special thanks to everybody coming out. Don't forget, we've got plenty of stuff going on back here in Performance Alley, and it's going to be going on here for just a little while. For all of you folks who have been watching in, at home on the Blosian live feed, I'd like to say a very special thanks to JetskiNworld for the great job that they've done. Of course, Don Dawson, our co-commentator. Dave, it's been a wonderful day here in Lake Havasu.
Yes, it has. And you know what? Folks, make sure you turn in tomorrow and all weekend long. We're going to bring you lots of great action here for the 2017 Blosian World Finals. We are
out of here. My name's Mike. This is Dave. We'll see y'all at BJ's. Peace out.